Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to the Clone Hero Podcast episode 3. Tonight our special guest will be Alec, also known as Acai on Twitch, and RandyLadyMan. The host that we have today is me, Gary the Mod. We have Poison Panther, who made the bot for
Hi,
both
guys.
Alec for both Alec and Randy, and we have Zero Hots.
I'm here.
So I'm just gonna mention it straight away because how long has it been? I think it's been a week. But Randy, you have seen Through the Fire and Flames blindfolded. You want to talk about that?
What? When did this happen?
I don't know, but you did make the front page of Reddit with it, so...
Oh, wait, I think I actually saw that on Reddit, yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, I did that.
You
He did it,
just-
can confirm.
He
It
did,
was,
and
It is confirmed. We did it, Reddit.
we did do it. I'm kind of surprised that it took you just... It didn't really take you long to get the blindfolded FC, which was just a surprise to me. Like, it took you just a week of practice, and then boom, you got it.
Yeah, about a week. The thing is I've been, like, playing that song blindfolded for, like, years now. I got, like, 900k on it, on performance mode on console GH3, and I uploaded a video of that back in, like, 2009. To get immediate backlash from everyone in the community being like, dog, stop.
I remember there's like a couple of comments from like high profile Guitar Hero YouTubers back then. It's like, yo man, this is just sad. You need to
they're like, dude,
this.
You need a life, man. So yeah, that traumatized me as like a 15-year-old. So I didn't touch it for a while.
No, you quit like right after that for the first time. I'm pretty sure. You quit.
Okay, I don't remember that, but maybe
I think it was something like that. I don't know. You quit like twice.
I was a
stupid.
goofy fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
So that
yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Who
at all,
wasn't?
But,
Who wasn't?
But nah, I got back to it. I got back to it like a year ago. Just like playing it on and off. But I was nowhere near as good at it, and this time I was actually doing it blindfolded. So I couldn't get any visual cue to know when something's showing up. But it wasn't until like a month ago that I thought I should actually try for the FC, but even then, I thought it was a dumb idea. Like me, Alec, and Jeremy came up with the idea a month ago.
Yeah, at the meetup, and then I was like, Randy, once you get this, you're gonna be a god.
I didn't even think I could do it until I got that like -3 run blindfolded that I uploaded like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I got extremely lucky with that FC. I'm surprised. Like first time past the full solo, didn't have a single choke, and I felt like I missed in so many places after the solo. But it was
Jesus
incredibly
Christ.
lucky. So. Bunch of people saying that video is fake though, but I mean that's to be expected with like any popular GH video in general. It doesn't even matter that I'm blindfolded, but that just like
Who cares?
there's a
Fuck
lot
him.
of- there's like a shit ton of positivity towards the video, but there's a lot of backlash too, but just to be expected. But hey, that brings in more controversy, so like more arguments in the comments, which leads to more views, gets it in people's recommendeds. It's a win-win for me, so I don't mind at all.
Hell
Free
yeah, people
publicity.
love drama.
Yeah.
For any publicity is free, good publicity.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit blew up on Reddit too. That I was like so overwhelmed by that. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Like I knew it'd probably get some attention, but I was not expecting it to like blow up that much.
49,000
It's just
upvotes.
that-
It got,
it's just that
9K,
Guitar Hero
wow.
got on the front page of Reddit in
Oh.
2018. It's
Overnight the video got 350,000 views in 24
Jesus.
hours. That was fucking nuts. So I'd say that's probably the video I'm most proud of at the moment.
Yep.
It's fucking great, dog. I'm so glad I got that finally, because that grind fucking sucked.
Yeah. It's so fucking deserved, all of it, honestly. Like if there's anyone that deserved to blow up more than anyone, it was you. It's like I don't know why you didn't. I mean, you already had blown up, but now it's just more worldwide.
Well, I mean, like
blown
2017 was already a great year for me, like exposure wise and like growing in views. But then like I kind of hit a lull, and it kind of like started dwindling down over the ending months. But now it's like I'm doing even better than before back in 2017. So
Insane.
2018's going off to a good start with that.
Yeah, and that sort of, yeah, just 2017 sort of just happened for everyone, where everyone just blew up. Streamers like Jason even blew up. Alec, in particular, you did 100,000 subs in 1 year on YouTube, which was just mind blowing, especially for like Clone Hero, Guitar Hero stuff.
Yeah,
So
like
well deserved.
I got extremely lucky. There's no skill in getting popular on YouTube. 100%. If you look at my most viewed videos, they're all fucking trash. They are. I am the least proud of these videos. The most ones that I do put in, like, I think George would agree with me too, because whenever I talk to him about like the most viewed videos that he's had, I remember at TwitchCon he was like, "Yeah, I don't know why my Rap God video has 3 million views. I don't even like that video." And it's like, and then he's like, "Yeah, and I put up a video of like one of my best FCs, and it gets like 20,000 views." But I mean, you know, I get it.
I can confirm as well. My most popular video, I'm not proud of it at all, and it's almost at 2.5 million. I don't even like that video. So yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, but I know, like, yeah, but for the most part, we just have to, you know, I'm grateful. That's at the very least, I'm extremely grateful, because it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous how much we've all grown in the last. I mean,
since the beginning of you being around, like, you've always been dedicated. So I was like surprised it didn't happen sooner. Like when I saw people like Jason and George getting big, I was thinking like, all right, when's Alec's lucky break coming? Because it's been a long time coming, and he's very dedicated at what he does.
Like a year ago, I didn't even know what I was doing.
And your video, the video that kind of like helped you kickstart, is a video that like came out back in like 2016, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So just a random video that you forgot even existed, and then it just blows up out of nowhere.
Yep.
Thanks, YouTube.
Honestly, thanks, YouTube. Like, I get recommended Osu videos that have like similar titles to that Skrillex video. You know, mm-hmm. I totally understand how like it happened.
But man, it really fucking helped.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I would do without RNG.
I mean, it honestly is RNG. It's just at some point you just have some lucky break, and the most viewed videos are just the ones that are just either ridiculously titled or like just funny in some sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the ones where you do like a massive, impressive FC. I mean, George's is in the top 4 videos. There's like Through the Fire and Flames 125 in it, and in all of the most viewed videos, you do have a FC in it. It was very impressive. Like yours, Alec. Your second most viewed video is Chop Suey 150, which I will admit. It is funny at the same time, but it is pretty impressive that you did do that. So
it's all in the thumbnail, dog.
It was in the thumbnail, and also, well, that was the first ever. That was like one of my first ever like Clone Hero videos.
It was, yeah.
When version 13 straight up came out, and the song speed upper got like. It was like the first one of the first updates where the song speed upper didn't speed up the audio. Like, it sped up the audio, but didn't speed up the pitch. So I was like, oh, this shit's great. Now I don't have to do anything. I don't have to put effort into speeding up my shit in Audacity. I don't have to put in all this effort, because I went to the extra mile and made like a speed up set list for anyone who wanted to do like speed ups and stuff. And then when Clone Hero came out, there was the built-in song speed thing, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I'm sure Randy can agree as well, because like, all we do is play speed-ups.
Dude, I was, like, when Clone Hero was announced, like, I was skeptical about it until I saw Jason's stream where he was showcasing it, and I was like, wait, this actually looks, like, really fucking good. And I was going to do a stream that day, and I did a complete overhaul and just switched to Clone Hero for that stream.
I can't believe you switched over that quickly.
Yeah, like, I was like, holy shit, I need to make this fast, and I did the overhaul to Clone Hero, and it was, like, one of my most fun streams in a while. That was honestly, like, a huge thing for the Guitar Hero community.
Yeah,
Clone Hero have all these, like, features that are just, like, it makes our lives so much easier as streamers.
Yeah, and then, like shortly after that, like after everyone got a hold of it, it was just like now. Then at that point, it became a matter of purists versus streamers. You know.
Yeah, like the purists were against it, but I mean, over time, once it became like, it's not even like an alternative to GH3 at this point. It's basically like it's the main game that community members play at this point.
Yeah,
So,
because there's low tech support needed for it. Very low tech support needed for it, and it's so convenient. It's so convenient. Like,
yeah, like the minor engine differences, like the small cons that people can make in comparison to GH3 are fucking dwarfed in comparison to all the like amazing features and convenience that the game offers in comparison.
Right.
It's like seriously like a game changer for the community.
It honestly did help streamers a lot, and the fact that the engine is actually like refined, because in GH3, in order to be able to play it, you had to have an unlocked frame rate, and the frame rate that you had with that game was kind of locked into how you could like hit notes, because if you had the higher frame rate, you had a higher timing window, but that's not it. That's sort of the case with Clone Hero, but it's a lot more stable than GH3 ever was.
What's nice is like, yeah, in comparison to GH3, there's so many fucking hoops that you need to cross to be able to play exactly how you want. Like again, uncapped frame rate. You also have to get GH3 plus. There's all these plugins and shit.
And your game might
with Clone Hero, it's all built in. It's right from the go, and with updates, they're evolving the engine, and there's not really much hassle to it all. It's like literally just moving your songs folder to a different folder, and then you're done. So.
Yep.
Makes it so much better.
It's way better than GH3. When I played it for like a week and then found Clone Hero, I'm like, okay, I'm never touching that again in my life.
Honestly, coming back to the community back in 2016, Clone Hero is like everything I wish GH3 would have become back.
Exactly. Song searching.
Yeah,
that's all I had. That's all I have to say.
Built-in song speeder that doesn't fuck with the frames or the game at all.
Honestly, like, all right, you could strip the game of everything, you could strip it of the song speed. Like, yeah, okay, song speed up is fine, but I would go through that hell again as long as I get to keep the song searcher. Because my god, dude.
Helpful.
Oh my god. When I was doing like
version of Clone Hero.
Yeah. When I was doing like my GH3 streams, it was hell trying to find my set list, it's like, oh, what set list is it in? Is it in this one? Is it in this one? Is it in this one? I don't know.
There's so much inconvenience with that shit that it wasn't even like fun, like finding new songs. Like someone requests a song and it's like, oh shit, now I need to dig through every individual set list and hope it's in this one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many little things that really stack up to make a huge difference for people who stream Guitar Hero.
Yeah, or even like not yet, like
just
not even
in
just
general, really.
Yeah, playing in general and then primarily streaming. It works both ways. It really does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I could understand why people would want to like continue playing GH3 for just casual playing, but like, as a streamer, I do not understand how anyone would prefer to stream GH3 over Clone Hero. It's like, especially if they had like an established viewer base, you'd think that like they'd want to stick to Clone Hero in that case because of all the conveniences that make their life so much easier. And if anything, it makes it more entertaining for the viewers too, because everything's moving by so fucking quickly. It's like so easy to get to the next song and like give people exactly what they want.
Yeah, I'd have to agree on that one. That just Clone Hero, kind of just. I mean, the community was sort of alive because you still had GH3 going, and it sort of started to pick back up, but it was very slow. It was just a tiny little spark, and then Clone Hero came out, it just boomed it, and now everyone's streaming it.
I see so many like videos of people who aren't like part of the community where they randomly decide like, hey, I'm gonna do a video that's related to GH for whatever reason, whether it's like a meme or anything, and they're always playing Clone Hero in that case because it's just that fucking easy for them to get it set up. like people who aren't in the know of GH, like it's so easy for them to get Clone Heroes set up.
And I also think like part of it is that it looks like the last Guitar Hero game that was released as
true.
well. Because like I know like nobody's playing Phase Shift. Like Phase Shift is just as easy to set up. It has pretty much everything that we wanted, but the game looks like shit. I'm sorry. Like the game looks
I agree.
Game looks like shit. Like you can put all the themes you want, but at the end it looks like Guitar Flash. It really just does.
The presentation of Clone Hero definitely helps too.
Yeah, if the presentation of Phase Shift was even a fraction of what Clone Hero was, I would honestly have not been surprised if everyone moved to like Phase Shift at that point.
Do you think if like the presentation of Phase Shift was better than Clone Hero, like those people that I'm talking about would be playing Phase Shift over Clone Hero?
I truly believe it.
It just depends really, because like with Clone Hero there's like so much like networking that's been involved with Clone Hero to get its name out there.
Yeah.
Whereas with Phase Shift, I never fucking hear about Phase Shift from anyone beyond like the main community that's like memeing about it. Like because Phase Shift is basically a joke at this point.
At this point, yes, but
I'm not trying to throw shade either. I'm just like bringing up like how it looks to like the main community, and like everyone else doesn't really know much about it. So.
Yeah, because like honestly, objectively, like Phase Shift has the most fucking features out of any clone to ever exist.
Yeah.
Up until Clone Hero, you know, or I mean, even at this point, like Phase Shift was more of a finished release too, while Clone Heroes hasn't even been in development for a year yet.
Honestly, like before Clone Hero came out and I was like streaming GH3, there would be times where I'd literally just open up Phase Shift and like just kind of mess around on it and think to myself like, man, I wish I could use this to stream.
Yeah, I played Phase Shift and I was like,
and it makes it more fun.
Yeah, I was like, there's something missing, and also I can hit all the notes without trying. Like that's really it.
I was the opposite on that one. I couldn't actually just be able to get used to the Phase Shift engine. It just felt really odd to me.
It's very odd, sloppy.
Like Hammer-ons is one thing, but like the strumming engine is.
The strumming engine,
yikes.
like I forgot how bad that was, especially with like chord changes and shit. That shit's awful. It's terrible.
Yeah,
it's
I'd pay to see him. Was it like a murder solo FC on there? I mean, it's like easy, but at the same time, it's really hard.
That's one of the main things I was worried about when when I first played Clone Hero, saying like, okay, is this engine going to be fine for strumming? Like, I'm sure it's going to be fine for hammer-ons, but I've learned from Frets on Fire and Clone Hero that like the hammer-on engines are fine, even though they're incredibly sloppy. But like strumming on both of those engines are like absolute fucking awful in every way imaginable. It's like, I hope Clone Hero isn't that. And when I saw that wasn't the case, that already made me want to just switch to Clone Hero overall. So, and yeah, here we are now where it's like literally just like the community standard to play Clone Hero now.
Yep. It's just something that people don't notice a lot. It's just that how the engine of like Guitar Hero games really does matter. Because if you just go into just a random game of Rock Band, if you've just played GH3 your whole life, you're gonna be like, wait, hold on, I can't hit any notes. What's happening?
Yeah.
Clone Hero is sort of the middle ground between like GH3 and Rock Band. It's tighter than GH3, but it's a lot looser than Rock Band, and it's just really approachable.
I basically saw the first time I played the engine, I basically saw it as a cross between GH3's engine with a little tiny bit of Rock Band 3's engine in there as well.
Yeah, it sort of felt like GH3 with Warriors of Rock strumming.
I could see that as well.
That's what it felt like in the beginning.
But now it's like even better. So it's like like an improved Warriors of Rock engine kind of overall now, if you were able to cap the frames and like really really kind of fix up the engine in the same way that GH3's engine got fixed.
Yeah, it took me an hour. Like it took me like an hour and a half to FC Blunderbuss on version 13 Like, it was actually really fucking hard.
I forget. Was that the first like official
that version
release when,
13 was the one that Jason played on the stream. That
okay,
was
yeah. That's what I meant.
that was where they introduced practice mode, because and the game was extreme. Like it was the game's like UI in game was a lot more polished than any previous version.
Yeah. So that was like the update. That was like the huge overhaul.
Yep, that's where it blew up. Everything. Clone Hero blew up at version 13. Yep.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that the other versions of Clone Hero beforehand were like still technically official releases. I keep seeing those as like the demos, like basically the like fucking non-release like betas.
Mm-hmm.
Like early pre-alpha sort of stuff.
Yeah. Game's still in alpha right now.
Yeah, the game's not. It's not close to release.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not.
I
It's
look
just going to
forward
be
seeing
in
where it goes
continuous development.
I look forward to seeing where it like goes by the end of this year.
Oh god, man.
If it still has the level of like continued updating and like ambition behind it, I could see like it like making another overhaul by the end of this year.
Yeah, when original assets would be implemented, I can totally see there being a possibility of crowdfunding.
Yeah.
You know, possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even like a Steam release. I don't even know, man.
That would be sick.
That would be crazy, honestly. That would be the dream. That's like the pipe dream, but like I'm not one of the developers. I don't know what goes on behind scenes, but that's like the pipe dream for me. Seeing Clone Hero or whatever its name will be, since you can't have the name Clone Hero anywhere. So
yeah.
So Zero, you wanted to mention something?
Oh yeah. So I pulled some strings and I did some things, and I wanted to bring in somebody who just kind of, has been around, but yeah, I just wanted to bring back somebody from a while ago to have some fun with us. So if you guys would like to say hi.
Hey, what's good?
What's good, man?
What's up? How's everyone doing?
Bringing them back.
Pretty good, man.
Just woke up.
Oh shit. So my name is Kim Final.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
I completely missed the last 26 minutes of conversation. So catch me up, guys.
We've just been talking about like some of our highlights in like Clone Hero.
Yeah, like just touching up on how much this game is like evolved and polished and changed how people look at Guitar Hero from both the outsider and like the streamer aspect of it.
So what are your highlights? Because I can't imagine Alec has any highlights, but Randy, what are yours?
Like highlights within like YouTube.
That was just a way to shit post on Alec.
Fuck off.
So did Zero tell you I was the surprise last minute guest for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's about it. So continue.
Oh well, let's speaking about the Clone Hero boom and like how the community just like sort of exploded. Little bit of a controversial topic. Alec, would you like to talk about your grapefruit video and how that just went everywhere except to your YouTube channel?
Okay, so I made the video entirely offline just because I played it during the summertime and I was like, wow, this would actually make for some like I was still trying to build at that point. I was like, what do people want to see? People like memes. One that hasn't come back in a while is the grapefruit technique. Everyone loves Angel, everyone loves her. So I figure since Hop made that prank, because it was made for Dupian, he sent it to me as well in one of our in like a private Discord of ours. He sent it to me to play on my stream when Olivia was here. I played it and I was like, this would honestly make for a really great video for me. Hopefully I could get this viral. I don't know. Whatever happens because that's how the internet works. So I recorded it, got the FC. All right. Well, also making these ridiculous fake faces throughout. Like it's like I played the song like maybe like 3 times in a row, like trying to FC it. All fabricated, obviously, but it was just for the sake of entertainment, and also a mix of like my actual feelings, because that fucking chart is disgusting. But then I posted it, and then one of my Twitch subs, he posted it on Twitter, and then on Twitter it got retweeted again and again and again and again and again and again, and I reached a meme status at that point. It was true meme status, because I was getting reposted by all these high pop culture icons, fucking like rap producers and rappers themselves. Rich Chigga himself liked a tweet with me in it. You know, Flying Lotus retweeted that. I was on his timeline, you know, like, and then it went to Tumblr, and where they completely cut out the SpongeBob fun part, and then it just started with the never gonna give you up. That's where the bootleg started, and then it hit Facebook, and then that's where I was like, all right, look, now I'm gonna start messaging these places, and then I got some recognition, but you know, I honestly, if I wasn't consistently trying to maybe not replicate the quote unquote viral video, or just trying to pull out content that I know I would like to watch, that was also gaining like a lot of popularity and views and stuff. If that weren't happening, yeah, maybe I'd be a little salty. I mean, yeah, it sucks being bootlegged, and I know like a lot of people in Guitar Hero and shit have gotten their shit bootlegged by huge Facebook pages and huge like Twitter pages and stuff. But just watermark. That's it. That's the best thing you can do, and do it from then on out. Watermark.
I learned from your experience and other people's experiences, and that's why I put the watermark in my blindfolded FC, because I knew that video would get shared.
And you know,
have those there.
Even before Grapefruit Technique even happened, I remember Jason was he was in a bunch of You Laugh You Lose videos, so that really caused him to do some watermarking as well. I mean, I think that happened like maybe a month prior. I wasn't really aware of it until someone told me about it. But he had to do some watermarking himself, and so I think that stems beyond Clone Hero. It stems like into, yo, hey, YouTubers watermark this shit, you know.
Just general content making.
Yeah. But you know, that really helped the exposure of Clone Hero. Okay, I'm done talking.
So Alec, I have to ask. You said it made its way around Facebook. Pretty much everyone saw it. Did it get back to your family and friends? And what did they think of it?
No, they're not fazed by it at all. It's just like, oh, that's Alex sitting in his room doing what he's been doing for the last 10 years. It doesn't faze them. It's just him playing some very suggestive song.
So Alec, I think the real question that needs to be asked here is that it, like you were talking about videos that you're not proud of, is that one of them?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In retrospect.
Okay, you know what? In retrospect,
you have made this video knowing what happened with
knowing what happened to it. I am proud of it. I am, because I am proud of it because I knew exactly what I was getting into. I knew what I was doing, but I didn't think it would blow up to the volume that it did. I didn't know that it was gonna be viewed like 1 billion times. I didn't. I knew it was gonna be a good video, so I'm not ashamed of knowing what I did with making people laugh. Mm-hmm. You know, if it was like unintentional, then I'd be on the fence about it. But that video was solely entertainment. That was 100% entertainment. That was all memes. It wasn't a fucking hard. It wasn't like something I was trying to get a hard FC for. It wasn't something I had as a personal goal of mine. I just wanted to put up a funny ass video. That was it.
That's
all for fun.
That's one thing that a lot of like the more hardcore community tends to forget is like when it comes to content making, it goes so much farther than just like talent and skill alone. Like you gotta be like an entertainer. But like in my opinion, it's like entertainment over skill is like a better priority if you want to become a big
Absolutely.
So you always got to take risks like that deviate from what like hardcore viewers think is like your standard.
You honestly can't make it on Twitch without some kind of charisma to bring in viewers. I mean, if you look at, there are technically good players on Twitch. Doesn't matter how many FCs they get, if they're not interactive or immersive with their chat, they're not going to break past 20 or 30 views, and that's for a Guitar Hero stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't imagine how hard it is for people trying to play the biggest games on Twitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I really can't imagine.
Like Fortnite or like League of Legends, it's just a giant fucking cesspool of people like
trying
people
to do
who
the
are
exact
essentially
same things.
clones of one another.
Exactly.
Doing the exact same thing. And it's like, how are you going to be able to stand out amongst like thousands of fucking streamers that are doing the exact same thing that you're doing? It's like you really gotta be like cutting edge.
I mean, those games are all saturated on Twitch. There's an elite few that make it to the top, and everyone else is just they stand no chance at all.
They're kind of just stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of interesting. Everything kind of hit home with me when I went to Goodwill one day, like looking for guitars, and I was at the checkout, and the girl checking me out's like, "Did you see that video on Facebook?" And I'm like, "What video?" And she's like, "The video of that guy playing that grapefruit thing." And I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Oh my fucking god.
She was like, "You better make a video like that." I was like, "Okay."
Was she cute?
Did you get her number?
No. She was like 60.
Oh.
So it was even more interesting.
So?
Well,
that's a good thing for Alec to know that even 60-year-olds were watching his exactly.
When I was at TwitchCon, a lot of people stopped me and they're like, "You're the guy from the grapefruit video."
Oh.
It was really endearing. I actually
you make it sound like they're like saying it in a way to judge you. It's like,
yeah,
hey, you're the guy who made that grapefruit video, didn't you? You're the one who did that.
No, it wasn't like that. I mean, all the people who stopped me were all like really cool people. So yeah, no, but that happened a lot at TwitchCon, and that was that made me feel really fucking good because I was like, okay. All right, then at that point I was like, yeah, I'm super proud of this video, you know.
Sometimes it's easy for us as content creators to take for granted how good a video of ours can actually end up being, because it's like by our standards we expect ourselves to do one kind of thing and not really deviate from it. So when we do something that's like outside of our comfort zone, we don't think it's as good, but then like a lot of viewers that will come in from that video will think that that's like our best work or something, you know, and they want to see more of that.
So what other sexual acts would you like charted for a future video?
Oh no.
Can you just get an entire porn charted and then I'll put it up on
your Pornhub
website.
account?
Yeah.
We should talk about that at some point throughout the next couple of hours.
I mean, since you brought it up, we could talk about it now. Alec, your Constant Motion FC is on Pornhub with the username of Acai28. Why?
Nothing. I think when I was on that horrible RGC Facebook back when I was like super active on it, because like that was all the people that I talked to. I was just like, hey, it would be a funny meme, guys, if I posted the fucking FC on Pornhub. Nobody's done it before. You know, and it's like, why not with constant fucking motion?
Dude, Alec, there's another one of our videos on Pornhub, too, when we had the meetup with Brennan. Fucking,
wait, really?
I think the Name a Better Trio video is on Pornhub, if I recall correctly.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think it is.
I have to. I'm not gonna look it up right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Excuse me a second while I go look for it.
Just take my word for it. I know
oh my god.
Videos is on Pornhub, and I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of like rock band videos, and like you'll see everything on that website.
The B movie is on
Minecraft Minecraft playthroughs, Jacksepticeye videos. It's hilarious.
And they get a lot of views.
Yeah, like my constant motion video has like 10,000 views.
Sometimes you want some variety in your daily watching habits.
Daily viewing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta get in that daily viewing.
You gotta be the first comment on those porn videos.
Yeah, first comment.
Do you still get those comments on your videos after all this time?
First?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, every single day.
I get them even more now.
Yeah. Oh, that's all the
Reddit.
Reddit dudes,
All the
I'm sure.
normies.
The Redditors.
Yeah, the Redditors for sure.
That's just something you have to deal with if you live the life of a YouTuber. You'll always have to deal with the first comment.
Yeah,
They still haunt my dreams to this day. I've woken up in cold sweats just thinking about it.
No, but Alec, going back to the FC, is that your account where you uploaded the constant motion video? Is that really your account?
Yeah, that's my account. Yep.
Oh,
Confirmed here, right here. That's my account. I can log into it. I have no
All right,
idea
hold
what
on.
the password is.
I'm gonna make an account and follow you. Hold on.
So I don't know if I should point this out, but you can see the account's viewing history on the account page.
Yeah. All jokes. I have no idea. I don't know, man.
Yeah, good save.
I swear to God. Nobody. I don't know why
Someone hacked
anyone
his
would
account.
genuinely watch anything having to do with that. Don't know.
Were you 18 when you posted the video on there?
Oh, yeah, I was fucking 18. Why would I fucking... There's no reason I would do that. Something that dumb.
This turned into an interrogation session. We're just going in on Alec.
Oh my God, you're right. This video's on... Nobody... Oh my God.
Yeah, I just found
that
it
title.
Oh no!
The dad strokes
no.
mom and son.
from the
Oh,
from
No,
the user.
nobody saved this VOD because none of us were like partnered. I forgot to save the entire meetup VOD.
This isn't the Name a Better Trio video, but it is like
It is
still,
from the
like,
meetup.
A random highlight.
Yeah,
I think there's a UCOG video on here too.
Yeah.
There is.
there
Why
probably
didn't-
is. Yeah.
No, someone should have brought it
Wouldn't
up with them.
surprise me.
Jeez.
I completely forgot that
we
it's
should,
for...
maybe we should let George know about it. We'll
We'll interrogate him about it. So, since we talk about Rock Band FC, so we might as well go back to the good old black and white days of Guitar Hero.
Great transition.
Without the Pornhub.
the Dark Ages.
The dark ages of Guitar Hero. So we might as well just ask Alec and Randy, how'd you meet? There's a reason that you guys are both together as guests on the podcast.
Tinder.
Grinder.
Yes.
I guess the first I remember the first time I ever like talked to Alec was we were in an Xbox Live party call because we were going for a full band FC. I don't remember exactly what song it was, but I do specifically remember us trying to go for Read and the Bedouins from Guns N' Roses, which was Rock Band 2
Yeah.
DLC. This was back in like 2009.
Yeah, this is 2008 or 9.
We ever talked.
2008 or 9. Like I was already a gigantic like fanboy of Randy, so like I was like me playing with Randy. It was like, oh my fucking God, there's no way I'm doing this right now.
Honestly, back then I had no idea who you were, but I remember like a year or so later seeing your fucking Fury of the Storm FC on Warriors of Rock, and I was like, holy shit, is this that same guy I did that full band FC with? I was like, when did he get this fucking good?
It was so long ago. Like, I don't remember the two other guys that we're playing with. I don't. I
remember Fearless Kid. Do you remember him?
Yeah, he was the vocalist, right? Fearless Kid?
He was the bassist, and I think the vocalist was he was an old friend of mine in the community. Stringless Joe. You remember him?
Stringless Joe. No.
He was a prominent rock band vocalist at the time,
Mhm.
and he was in like a bunch of full band FCs, and like me, him, and like Fearless Kid, we were like really good friends at the time, and like constantly tried to go for full band FCs. And I think Fearless Kid was like, "Hey, I know this one guy who could join along with us, who was really good," and that ended up being you for.
Yeah.
Was this back when you guys were Mirandy, V8, SH, and Gamer Boy, or was this after?
Yes.
This was
that time.
So this is still back in the Score Hero days. back when
Yep.
Rock Band
Essentially, like maybe around like the middle of its timeline. Yeah, I never really visited the place. I didn't, just because like general discussion forums in general just leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah,
but
it was kind of a cesspool in Clone Hero, and I remember posting I remember submitting a score alongside with a video and picture for proof, but I still got banned on the site, so I was like, all right, that's the last time I'm taking part on this.
Yep.
So that was like my first impression of Clone Hero.
I got.
Like, I'm sure I not Clone Hero, of Score
There we
Hero.
go.
yeah.
Just imagine Sterling banning Randy for fake scores. I
He's
got
like, no, I don't believe that your blindfolded FC is actually real, so I'm gonna ban you from Clone Hero.
Banned from Clone Hero. See ya.
I mean, we know now the grapefruit video was fake, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes after
Oh
Alec.
shit! Better watch out, Cyrillian's gonna fuck you up.
Oh no. Oh no, man.
I got banned too back in the day from Score Hero, but I just looked at the top score for TTFAF on Easy, and I added like 3 points to it. Like within a couple hours, I was out.
Okay, so funny story. Like when Score Hero is 100% dead, or like hardly anybody went there anymore. I don't know. I just thought it would be I thought it would be funny. Not really funny now, but like I thought it would be funny to replace the title of Flames with Closer by Lacuna Coil, and then FC it, and then post a screenshot there, along with video proof, so they couldn't fucking they didn't so they wouldn't like ban me. And then I posted 974K on Closer. This was like 4 years ago, I think. Pretty sure it was like 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago.
Do you know if it stayed up for a while?
It stayed up for a while and then it got removed. For a while.
Did that lead to public outcry and riots from
fucking nobody cared. Fucking 0 people cared. I know that for sure.
Man, I'll talk about this later, but I got banned a second time from Score Hero. Must have been like 11 or 12. I basically won a guitar for ripping off one of Danny Johnson's FC videos, and I won a jamstick. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll post a picture in a second. It's basically a giant vibrator that can play Guitar Hero. I am positive I owned one of only maybe 10 prototypes.
How come Chibi's never heard of this? Because he tries to find like all these like Brazilian bootleg Guitar Hero guitars, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. What the fuck is that? Oh, yes! Wait, he has posted this! Yes, he has posted this!
Actually, yeah.
I own
Jesus
one of the only
goddamn
ones
Christ.
in the world.
It looks like a Wiimote.
It
Yeah.
does.
It was only PS2 and PS3 compatible.
Yep.
Oh.
And I'll post the Score Hero link when I find it in a second, but that was the second time I was banned for cheating in that contest.
Oh my fucking...
That looks awful.
What happened to it?
Holy shit.
My guitar or the contest?
The guitar.
jamstick.
That's not a guitar.
I still have it. Basically, it has it's a wireless guitar. It has a dongle to connect to PS2 or PS3 with a little switch on it. It's crap. Like, you can't strum. Your guitar just like goes up and down your nipple. And the frets are embedded into the neck. It's not like jutting out like the current guitars are. It's embedded into the neck of the guitar. So you have to push down extremely hard for it to even register.
Oh my fucking god.
I own the white one, which actually isn't in that photo, but I owned the white one, and yeah, they went out of business pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's understandable. It looks like the Warriors of Rock guitar, like when you take off the wings.
Yeah, it does.
On it.
And
Oh,
honestly,
God, that's terrible.
The portability is like commendable, but everything else was just shit.
When's
Yeah, because you fold it, right? Something like that.
The neck gets pushed into the body, if that makes sense.
Yes, there you
So
go.
it's a
Not, it doesn't
lightsaber.
fold; it pushes in. Yeah, it's like a fucking lightsaber. Oh
It's
my
as if
god.
they focused on one specific gimmick and just completely ignored everything else as far as quality control goes.
Yeah.
When's the Flames
What a
FC on it?
disaster.
So
Oh,
guys,
you're that much of a degenerate to like Guitar Hero? Bring it on the go! Like that.
So you guys are gonna get a kick out of this as well. When in the contest, I must have been 12 when they did it, and I said, I'm turning 13 very soon. Can I get a letter of approval from my parents to enter the contest? And I ended up just forging their handwriting.
Oh my god!
So I'm posting it right now. The forum thread. It's great. I'm the very first response. It's really cringy.
Now that you publicly gave this knowledge, you should probably watch out for like a dispatch.
Look at this.
The dude was trying so hard to find a forum member who would make Freddie Wong-esque advertisements for the Jamstick, and instead he got this fucking 12-year-old who all I had was like a USB Easy Cap. It was a fucking mess.
This is incredible. Oh my god. This must have like stirred up a lot of shit.
Also,
back
his name
then.
is Uncle Willie. I just want to point that out.
Just wait till I show you Uncle Willie's YouTube account.
Oh no!
Oh no, I didn't know there's
here.
more to this. Holy shit.
This is a pre-podcast.
There's a fucking history behind this shit.
This is a post-podcast talk, guys.
Okay, yeah. All right, I think we've gone far enough. We've gone far enough.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is post-podcast shit.
this is
Yeah,
post-podcast
yeah. All right,
shit.
alrighty.
So, talking about the old days of Guitar Hero and how you needed your parents' approval to be able to enter a contest. Alec, you went to the WGCs, didn't you? And
Yeah.
Like 10? Like what?
I was okay. So, all right, hold on. Let me just kind of recollect all my memories here. 2008. I was in the 7th grade. I was about 13 years old. So it started off with an online qualifier. I had to face a guy named Randy. You might remember him, El Scarecrow.
I do not remember.
I remember Scarecrow. He beat me in the last Score Hero League.
I don't remember if it was Scarecrow I had to beat in World Tour, but 2008 was the world of 2008 World Cyber Games WCG. 2008 WCG was it was competitive Guitar Hero World Tour, which at the time seemed like a joke to me because nobody liked that game at that time. Like it was either people who did not know what the hell Rock Band was, or you just like really like Guitar Hero 3, so you like Guitar Hero World Tour. At the time, I really didn't like it, but I wanted to compete because I thought I wanted to be like the best at Guitar Hero. So it was an online qualifier. So basically, how it would work is like you would go to a bracket, go at a set time, and then you would friend the person on Xbox Live, and then send them an invite, and then you would do like a best 2 out of 3, and then you would report back to a referee, and then you would verify it with pictures. And I remember having to use my mom's digital camera, and I would take the pictures off of it and then upload it and to show and prove to the referee that I won. Or I would take pictures with my capture card. I don't fucking remember. But it was basically that. Long story short, I fucking slaughtered everybody in that. I slaughtered everybody in that online bracket, and they flew me out to New York City. I was 13 years old at this time, so this was insane. No, this was unheard of. Like esports was still a joke in America at this point. I'm almost positive.
I don't think the word esports didn't even exist back then. From
No,
what I
it
remember.
didn't. It didn't. Like World Cyber Games was like a South Korea company. They're based out of South Korea, where esports has been a thing for like almost 30 years. Almost 30 years today. But like, it was so fucking weird at the time because I was like, yo, there's no way people can do this. There's no way that people have money to fucking fly a minor out to go play Guitar Hero. But they did, and that's that was when I like the people there at New York were Hell Ashes, Smokey Prog, Whitwix, now Boshy streamer but former pro Guitar Hero player. Like me and Whitwix were homies. Like we used to kick it back in the day. Like when competitive Guitar Hero was still like around all the time. But yeah, those were some extremely reputable names that did go to New York I got slaughtered at that tournament. I really did. But and also Jason was there. Yep, Jason was there.
Yeah, Jason.
Yep, and that's where we had our famous Purple Haze run where I beat him by 7 points. Like, which is unheard of on GH. But yeah,
that's just ticks.
Yep, it really is. I have no idea how it happened, but it happened. Fucking. Yep, but that was 2008. That was 2008. 2009 was that. Oh, actually, I really don't remember what happened in 2009, mate. Oh fuck, I mixed up my years. That was all 2009. 2008. That was with Priest MLH. That was with I got slaughtered on GH3. I got slaughtered in GH3. I didn't know what a star power path was. I was just good at the game. No. I got destroyed in all qualifiers.
Man, Priest would have killed you. Priest was like top tier at that point.
Yeah, he was a monster. He was a monster. I got slaughtered by like nobodies. Like considering I thought I was like the best in the world, and then when that happened I was like, well shit, I need to find out what a star power path was and what squeezing is. I did not know what any of that was. I didn't. So like when it came to the tournament play, that was like the turning point for me. And then yeah.
So speaking of, go ahead.
2009 was all that World Tour shit. 2010, that was all in California. I met George for the first time. I won. And then yeah,
it's like I won.
So yeah. I wanted to bring this up. Back in the last Guitar Hero Invitational that Jason hosted. Speaking of losing out on just a couple of ticks, you lost out in the loser round to Confury, like on the last note. And I remember Score Hero just going nuts when this happened.
Yeah, because I don't like this tournament because I was extremely tilted and I'm really ashamed of it, and I didn't follow the tournament rules at all.
What were the rules?
The rules were that you can't pick a song. You can't pick a song that you've previously chosen in the previous round, which I had done, and people were confused about. Only a couple of people called me out on it. I honestly didn't know because I was just such a fucking edgelord at this time. I wanted to win and stuff, and I was so tilted, and I just wanted to win. And I ended up breaking my Warriors of Rock guitar after this tournament because it started overstrumming on the last song, and so I just fucking smashed it.
I remember this tournament being like the last ditch effort to try to get the Guitar Hero competitive edge back together. And is it true that they had like a 3-player setup with like Jason being the middle player?
Yes, it was because on Guitar Hero 5 they didn't have dedicated servers anymore because they like lost out on a shit ton of money. So it was all peer to peer. So whoever was the host got instant star power activations, and the person who wasn't the host had to literally wait in like a split second for their star power to go off.
Man, and
the only way to make it fair was to have Jason in the middle, and then he would invite both the people who were fighting against each other or playing against each other, and we would have to play on these small ass fretboards. But I think there's like something where you could disable that, so I think I went with that. But yeah, it was like a split second of star power lag. So competitive on Warriors of Rock or Guitar Hero 5 and above was a nightmare.
I mean, I remember playing and you could split it up into like almost 8 different highways, I think.
Yep.
You could have 8 different guitar players, and it just made it a fraction of the size of the standard fretboard.
It could only hold up to. It actually only held up to 4 on the screen, and then once it got more than 4, it put you on just your single board, and then it would have all the other people on the side, and it would have it shown like kind of like Guitar Hero Live does when you
that's
when
right.
you're playing against people. Yeah.
I remember the only time I ever used that function was like the first week of the release of the game. No one played online afterwards. And I think I remember watching this on the stream live, this invitational. It was when I realized that the scene was pretty much dying out. There weren't very many viewers, and it was just kind of like a homegrown project of Brock and Jason.
Mm-hmm.
But
they tried so hard to keep it alive, and I commend them for that. And I was just like, I'm sort of ashamed of myself that I didn't help out with that much more.
Mm-hmm.
But me being a 15-year-old kid who didn't care about shit, seeing the game that I'm good at die out was like the last thing to me. I guess, I don't know, that's the way I remember it. I don't know, it might have been a little bit different, but hey, it's alive now. You know, I had some part in it. We all had some part in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
couldn't be happier.
I was gonna say I kind of spaced out there. There's a video of you on something called Marty's Corner, and you seem to be much younger than your WGC days.
I am not at liberty to talk about it.
This is the best.
All right, so
How old were you then? You look so young.
I was 12 years old.
Okay, that makes sense.
Was
Like
was-
GH3 on the projector.
Was it public
That's
access
just-
TV or?
Yeah, it was public access TV. Exactly, public access TV.
It looks like a Tim and Eric sketch. And
Yeah.
It looks like it's
Yeah,
from the
no.
80s.
Looking back, yep. It looks like a Tim and Eric sketch. Like you can maybe like fuck up the transitions a little bit, and you can be like, "Hey, this is Tim and Eric."
So for those who haven't seen it, there's a couple of highlights. They roll out a projector for you to play Through the Fire and the Flames intro on.
Oh, God.
The projector cuts out like within seconds of the song starting, and you're left to play blind for like 90 seconds.
What's funny is that I feel like they did that on purpose. Because they let me test out everything beforehand, because they're like, oh yeah, we want you to make sure everything works before you do it. I feel like they just did that because they knew I was just some fucking basement dwelling nerd who's good at fucking Guitar Hero. So they're like, oh yeah, hey Jerry, cut off the fucking projector.
The
See if
best
this
part
kid can do it.
The best part's the second half after the commercial break, where you play Paint It Black while the host tries to play along on drums. It's just a fucking mess. Like, I honestly think you would be viral if this had happened in 2017 or 2018.
Yes, you would have been very viral. Just whoo.
I'll re-upload it and then flag the video down because it has me in it.
So, like, explain how that whole show came to be and, like, who the hell Marty is and how you found out about him.
I won a local Guitar Hero tournament. It was, like, one of my very first Guitar Hero tournaments, and it was at... I think I just gotta say this without doxing myself too much. It was in a city, like a local city, maybe about, like, 30-40 minutes away from me. Not really local, but still. I mean, this is, like... My parents were like, "Hey, you're really good at Guitar Hero. You should try and do some competitions." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that sounds like fun." And then they're like, "Yeah, you could probably win some money out of this." And I was like, "Oh shit, I need money." I would like money because I want to buy video games with it. So like, my mom found this tournament at a music store, and the prize was like, I don't know, it was some cash, and then you got an electric guitar out of it and some guitar lessons. So, and that whole tournament, everyone was required to play on medium, for quote unquote fair, for fairness.
What?
Everyone was required to play on medium and they had Guitar Hero 3 demo kits, so there were wired Les Pauls there.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's like 2-3 wired Les Pauls, and it was hooked up to like a giant fucking plasma TV. Oh, I almost said 4K, but this shit didn't exist back then. Plasma screen, giant fucking plasma screen TV, and the audio was hooked up to like these Marshall stacks. It was actually like really, really advanced, or like really fucking nice. And we were playing even flow on medium, and we would and like whoever got the highest score won. Or who? Oh no! It wasn't highest score. It was highest percentage.
Oh.
Nobody FC'd. I was the only one who FC'd, so I won. But yeah, that was how that tournament went. So that was basically a joke, but it was really important because that was like one of the first tournaments I ever played. One of the first, and that's how I got like my first actual electric guitar. Maybe not like really the first time I ever started learning guitar, because I already started learning guitar prior. like for maybe about like 6 months beforehand. So it was just nice refresher. I had like a different teacher, stuff like that. And then so after that tournament, I guess it was on like some local newspaper that I won some guitar tournament, like in the very like fucking dark corners of said newspaper. I don't know. This sleazy dude, Marty, running this public access show saw it, and he I guess he decided to call up the place and be like, hey, do you have these people's number or email? And then I think they like called my house or something. And then they called my house or emailed my mom. I don't remember what happened. They're like, hey, Alec, do you want to be on a TV show? And I was like, okay. I was 12 years old. Like, who didn't want to like be on TV? Like, being on TV is like the coolest thing ever. Because like we didn't have the fucking internet. Viral YouTube was not even a thing. This was so old.
Yeah.
I can just see Alec going around school being like, yeah, I was on TV, but you
No. It went so badly I told nobody about it.
Jesus.
That like I knew like right after doing it, I was like, oh god. Like if you go to that Marty's Corner and you watch that whole thing, all the segments were trash. There's this super fucking racist comedian that came on. It was so bad, dude. Like people would fucking. Oh man, I'm surprised like nobody like tried to throw him out for the jokes he was saying. It was horrible, dude. It was so bad.
Did it air at like 2 a.m.?
I don't know. It was public access. So it was probably like during the day, but. That fucking quote-unquote comedian was a fucking racist, man. It was so bad. My God.
What did you want to say?
Oh, I was just saying, like, this whole thing sounds like the sleaziest shit I've
It
ever
really
heard.
was.
You'd expect, like, this guy probably being off television now is probably, like, the sleaziest car salesman you've ever met in your life.
I mean, the dude had, like, a family and stuff, so he had some moral high ground, and I guess he was able to hold himself up pretty well, but, man, it was probably one of the worst experiences ever. It really was.
Do you have him on Facebook now?
Oh, fuck no. I don't know. I have no idea where that guy is. He could either be living in a mansion or a box. I don't know.
According to IMDb, his show is still going on.
It got canceled like shortly after
So
like,
you're
after I was on there.
Is it your fault?
Yeah, you took him down.
Oh, maybe. I hope.
So
It was Alec's fault.
Speaking of TV appearances, Alec, how often do you get mistaken for the kid that was on Ellen DeGeneres?
That really pissed me off as a kid because I was better than that little shit. I was way better than him, and he got on Ellen. I was really mad. That kid was garbage. I'm still salty about it today because I could have been on Ellen. Instead,
No one knows who that kid is.
Corner.
Like, that kid never made it onto anywhere else. He was never on Score Hero or YouTube or in any... I think he has a couple of YouTube videos, but...
That was just some dude's little brother, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's all it was. And that kid got so much pussy from that one show.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
I'm sure.
That's really sad.
Yeah. I wish I was on Ellen. Instead, I got on Marty's Corner. Fuck. God damn it.
Hey, at least you got to cancel a show.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
What were the royalties like?
No royalties. It was
shit.
It was
Oh,
voluntary.
man.
It was voluntary because like you're trying to get your name out there. It's like getting a shout out on YouTube.
Oh man.
That was the equivalent, honestly. It was like collabing on YouTube.
Did they at least like pay for your travel or I don't know, like
No, it was just like a fun thing that my parents and I did on a weekend. That was it.
Shit, that's crazy. The best part. Oh wait, we'll get to this later. But there's an interview with you. I think it's at the World Championships, and they ask you what your parents think about your involvement in Guitar Hero, and it just pans over to your parents, just standing right next to the camera, looking really awkward. It's the best thing ever.
Like they are supportive. They really are. But like that's. I don't know. I was awkward as shit. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know what to. I was like 13, 14. I didn't really know what to say. I didn't really know what to say with cameras on or anything like that. I was still trying to find my inner self.
Ew. Did you find it?
No.
Ah, shit.
I'm
Still looking for it to this day.
I'm still looking for it.
Same.
I lost it.
I'm gonna screen cap this picture of your parents.
So
Thanks.
Save it forever.
Thanks.
So
So-
if we're gonna talk about like older things, like Randy, I'm kind of new to the community, I will admit. What the fuck is that picture of you commenting on something with no shirt on?
What?
That's the best.
Oh, are you talking about the Legends Never Die?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you talking about that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Okay, so
Oh, here we go.
So fuck. What was that? Okay, so like around the time when like GH and Rock Band were like pretty much dead and never coming back ever. At that point, like people were convinced it was gone. That's when like the entire community was nothing but shithead trolls that like had nothing better to do than just like confront people and be douchebags.
Sorry.
You know? And so there was I was like on Skype a lot, just kind of being a spectator of what little community there was left and just talking to community members. And I ended up on this group filled with like Rock Band players. And they were like the worst people on the planet, the most elitist assholes, and like just like being like intentionally confrontational, just hostile for no reason, just because they had nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Like
I want to.
And
I want to add to that. I want to add to that. I left that group because it was so toxic, and they kept adding me back.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is like they would add me, and like I didn't want to be a part of it, so I'd leave. And of course on Skype, like people could just add you in if they want to. It's like you don't make that decision yourself. So like they kept adding me into this group, and I was like, God damn it, this is so annoying. How could I find a way to keep them from adding me? So I made this intentionally like terrible picture of me shirtless that like I could just like spam and just have as my profile picture, just to like weird them out, because even they had their limits to like what was like too weird for them. And so whenever they'd add me in, I just like spam the fuck out of that and just be like a douche back to them. And then eventually they just like gave up and they're like, fuck this guy. And that picture ended up remaining. But like anyways, fast forward to last year, Alec finds the picture when he just scrolls through Skype one day, and he's like, Randy, what is this picture? and like I had a huge nostalgia trip over that, and I ended up making that picture my profile picture for like for that very moment, so I could type on Alec's new video commenting "Legends Never Die," and he thought that was the funniest shit ever.
It still
and
is.
Screenshot it, and then Chibi photoshopped the picture of the screenshot and framed it in the photoshopped image, and that's the history of it, and it's just a nice nostalgic meme that I have as my follower.
Did Chibi add the bra?
And it's a good little catchphrase as well.
I fucking hate Chibi. He's the worst.
This was this whole thing was all the work from Alec, Chibi, and Rock Band Snobs. So you could thank those people for it.
They're the best.
Do you still have that iPhone?
If I have it, it's been like absolutely destroyed and dismantled.
Oh.
What are you doing to your phone?
That was an iPhone 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yo, can you maybe pull the source out of it? Because this is a Giazzo of the Skype Pro, like the Skype.
Yeah, this is
group.
a terrible low resolution version of it.
Yeah.
Like you only had like the picture I would spam to people to show for it.
Yeah.
That was a low res. Whereas the picture itself is probably like fucking like 1080p high end
resolution.
High end.
So how the fuck?
I went back into I signed back into Skype like when we started like talking over Discord, because I was like, I definitely want to go back and see if this picture is still around. Like I had that in mind because I was like, yo, Randy, this would be legendary if you brought this back, and you did.
So how the hell can you deny me a topless stream when you're sending nudes to Facebook and Alec over the years?
Just wait, dog. I'm gonna get on that Mixer hype, and I'm gonna end up on the topless stream all these years.
Do it at a meetup.
Yeah, South Carolina meetup
we'll
part
do
2.
the next fucking meetup with Brennan. Fucking all three of us will be shirtless live on Mixer.
Oh god.
It's gonna be way more gay than that sounds like.
Oh, hell yeah.
And there's gonna be more alcohol involved.
Even better.
Because last time I was in what was it, last year I wasn't 21, so
Yeah.
The whole Clone Hero community needs to get more involved with private Snapchats, in my opinion.
Oh my fucking god, no. Jesus Christ.
That's the future.
No, it's not the future. Fuck you.
Hey, Alec, I'll give you $5 a month for your private Snapchat.
Alright.
Man, Panther, you're overpaying. I already have him on Snapchat.
Forget Twitch subs. This is the future.
Yeah, we'll just do Patreon, dude.
Snapchat, Patreon.
We're going down that rabbit
Yeah,
hole
if we don't
the
fight.
endless downward spiral of Patreon.
It costs
Yeah.
extra for a picture with a Guitar Hero controller in the background.
You
Yeah,
pay
so
for
that's
pictures of
tier
your
2.
wired
That's
LP.
$14.99. That's $14.99 a month for that one.
Jesus.
$24.99 if you want videos.
Does Mixer support emotes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the infrastructure, guys.
They're high tech.
They really are.
Yo, honestly,
They're very forward thinking and cutting edge.
honestly, Mixer, you might as well be doing like Discord screen share. Like that's how low the latency
Yeah,
is.
it's insane.
It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Man.
Yeah, so Alec, we've been talking about all of this old stuff with Guitar Hero involving, but let's talk about stuff that doesn't actually involve Guitar Hero and that you actually like play drums, and you even have a SoundCloud with
Yeah.
a couple of like
2
covers.
SoundClouds.
Yeah, with covers,
Yeah, 2
that's
SoundClouds.
basically how me and Olivia like had our dates because we're
Aw.
extremely long distance. So we were like, yo, we really like making music, so let's just make music together. And so we like pumped out a million fucking covers. That's really how it went. And then like my personal SoundCloud was just all my music that I made for her, so she could listen to it, or all the covers that I made for her of her like favorite songs that I like too. But what was I gonna say? I've been playing drums since I was like 15.
Did you pick up drums as a result of Guitar Hero kind of making you interested?
Yeah, absolutely. It was 100% because of Rock Band drums. Because Rock Band drums were fucking awesome, and I kept breaking my kits. So I was like, hey, can I learn how to play real drums? So I did that. I did that for a little while. I did that for a little while, and then like somewhere down the line in high school, maybe my senior year, that was like the first time I got together with a bunch of homies, and we made a band like a week before our talent show, and it went really well. And so for like a year or two, our band was called the Rolled Up Sleeves. We actually have some songs, and like they're bangers. Honestly, they honestly are bangers. If you like fucking indie shit, they're bangers. Like indie rock kind of thing. Indie pop rock. There you go. That's the best way to put it. They're fucking bangers. I'm really proud that we wrote them, but I'm sad that we don't hang out anymore, because everyone's off doing their own thing. But it was 100% a result of Rock Band drums. Like I ended up getting my first Yamaha electronic drum kit because of it as well, and then I just started playing drums fucking seriously. But yeah, I got like the Ion drum set and stuff too. That shit was awesome. That shit was all awesome. Like I dropped like the $200 and got like a really nice ass Rock Band kit. I went all out.
Was that from Rock Band Parts?
I actually got something from I got like 2 things from Rock Band Parts, legit. Like
What's
they had
Rock
this like
Band
little
Parts?
thing that you're able to hook up like your E-kit drum beater onto a Rock Band kit, the Rock Band Kickbox. I have one of those.
I remember those.
I still have them, and I used it like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I missed that website because that's where I got like a lot of stuff. I got that Kickbox thing and like some replacement pads and shit for my Rock Band 1 kits and stuff. It was nice.
I think it doesn't get said often enough how much Rock Band Parts helped the drumming community. Without that, we wouldn't have had people playing on E-kits or playing with double bass or having the Ion drum rockers.
Yeah,
that side does not get enough
people
credit.
Probably didn't even think it was like possible to do back then.
yeah.
Like, at least as far as like the mainstream community goes, like no one would have thought.
Do you remember what was it, Gurn Killer, or
I do not.
or some guy 913?
Yeah, I remember some.
Like those were the guys who pioneered like, hey, you can use an E-kit on Rock Band. Like they went the mile and they made custom they made like custom Rock Band. Like it didn't have native support on the game.
There was I Bite Pretty Hard was also on there, I think.
Oh yeah.
Legs like pistons also.
Yeah, I think that was post like you can add a MIDI cable, but like some guy 913 he fucking ripped apart a Rock Band 1 kit and he put the sensors on his E kit or something like that, and he got it to work somehow. I don't know. It was really crazy.
Fucking trailblazer right there.
Yeah. You remember Agyokyo, the guy who played Guitar Hero on his like drum kit or something like that?
On GH3, yeah.
Yep.
Was Minami? You remember that dude? Was he one of the people who kind of like trailblazed on that kind of thing?
He trailblazed, but he didn't trailblaze. He followed all of it, and people watched him because he was like because truthfully, I'm sure he's a cool guy, but he was very average at the game. Like I could like you and I could at our peaks for drums were probably better than him, but people watched him because he had a $4,000 drum kit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like he had like the like good production for his videos.
Yeah, he had like HD camera, really nice capture card. He had the fucking Rollins.
That reminds me of how weird I thought it was when fucking Azurite.
I was just about to mention him.
With his split screen videos. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like some top of the line fucking millionaire editing right here, like movie studio shit. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And then I realized how fucking easy it actually is.
Yeah.
Azurite was another one of those trailblazers. I remember his like Run to the Hills video, or him playing real drums alongside the Rock Band chart. And then all of a sudden he just started like playing variety shit. And he just gave up Rock Band altogether.
Freddie Wong was actually the first person to do like this cutout board split screen thing on his YYZ video. Mm-hmm. But like Azurite was the first person to make it like super good. He made it like really, really good. Like the way that like people's streams look now is very, very, very stemmed from his style of editing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like at TwitchCon I got to meet him, and
shit.
I got to meet him at TwitchCon, and we went to Round 1 in Arcade, which is solely just right out of Japan, but it's brought here to America, where they just have a shit ton of Japanese arcade machines, and like they have a gigantic rhythm gaming section that, which is primarily what he does now. And like I got to personally thank him for like making Guitar Hero edit, or like these Rock Band Guitar Hero editing like the way it is. Or else I probably would not have ever given a shit about my videos. Like things would still be like camera on the table. Like maybe I would be still doing what I'm doing now, but like back then I would go into the editing software, hand crop my shit, render it out like every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time I would just put all the effort that I could to make a video look decent, But he stopped playing like Rock Band and Guitar Hero and stuff altogether. But he just mainly does variety, and he plays like other rhythm games like fucking.
Does he play DTX?
What's up?
Does he play like the Japanese Rock Band clones with the crazy drum setup?
Yeah. He's mostly really good at that shit.
Like some Beat Mania shit?
Yeah, like I watched him play that, and I was like, "How do you read that?" And he's like, "I don't know."
It's all like muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory.
It honestly makes me kind of upset that so many of these people that influence the community so much, they've been forgotten and they've kind of faded into obscurity. Another example is whenever I see someone doing a falsetto voice on Twitch or on YouTube, people don't know that's Devil May Asian. He was the OG for that. He had the best one. But no one knows about it anymore.
No.
Yeah, like there were like some fucking legendary OG players back in the day who made like the funniest or like very forward-thinking kind of shit that are just forgotten at this point, and it's a shame because like people take for granted like the point we're at now, like back in like 2008, 2007, like the early days of the community, like the quality of the videos were so much worse.
But it's really endearing looking back on it too. Like I remember another big memory I have is King of Terror's choking. I think it was not because it's midnight and just screaming into the microphone.
That was Freebird. That was the famous Freebird
yeah.
choke.
Yeah, that's the legendary video right there.
And Like that's one that I remember it replicated itself during WSVG 07. He missed in the exact same spot, and someone in the crowd just went, "Ah!" And it's so endearing, and it's a great part of Guitar Hero history, but it doesn't really get preserved outside of YouTube.
I think it's like our responsibility, Alec, as like old school community members that have been around for so long, to preserve that kind of shit and make sure people remember. It's like, hey, like back in the old days, there were still some good memes.
Yeah,
there was still some good shit back then.
Absolutely.
That's why
these are our fucking memes.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm happy with this podcast because I mean, hell, after the first one, we got JLC, we got Kev. Kev came back for the podcast. I went and actually messaged Microgamer on Twitch.
Microgrammar.
Oh my god, Microgamer.
And he's here now.
God.
He's here in the server.
Yeah, we would not know if Jordan was possible if not for Microgamer. Jesus Christ. We would not know if it were possible or not, because he was the first ever person to be like, hey, I can do the most ridiculous run of Jordan ever. It's FCable.
Man.
It's so crazy how many OGs are coming back to the community at this point. It's like, I mean, it's no surprise seeing how things are like so much popular as far as like internet fame goes for the Guitar Hero community, at least. Like publicly, it's not all that popular, but on Twitch and YouTube, it's like basically more popular than it's ever been. But so there's no surprise that there are people coming back. I'm just surprised so many of like the iconic OG players are all kind of just coming back at once. So it's like the idea of coming back to the community was still in their minds beforehand.
JLC is the one that really caught me off guard. I remember when Warriors of Rock came out, he didn't even FC the Slayer song on there, and that was always his thing. It was always the first FC whatever Slayer song was on Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And now that he's back, it's just crazy because everyone's 10 years older, everyone's an adult and grown up.
I know, it's so crazy to think, because I remember first joining the community being so insecure with the fact that I was like so young in comparison to all these players, and now it's like it's kind of the reverse at this point. It's like there's so many new players coming around that are like very young.
You know, funny you mentioned that, like being insecure that you're so young in it. I embraced that because I was like, if fucking Bieberly 2 can get 1 million views, it's like, who cares? Who the fuck cares, man?
You know what, that reminds me, it's kind of off topic, but I know there's a lot of people in the community that like to complain about clickbait Guitar Hero videos nowadays, and they act like, oh, the old school days were so much better. As far as like content and like avoiding clickbait, when like there was still that shit back then. Like, Beverly's proof of that, fucking Danny's proof of that. There's like so many people that like, and it's not like clickbait, like it's all authentic, just like our videos are, like clickbait wise as well. But it's like, I'm just surprised so many people look back at the past and not notice that there's clearly clickbait.
The term clickbait didn't even exist back then. It was just the way you would tag your videos was saying, oh, I'm this age and I played this song on Guitar Hero.
I just think it's so weird that like there's so many people complaining about clickbait in the Guitar Hero community now, when it was very
prominent back then
in the old days of the community too. I mean, it's just like, fuck, people want to get their video noticed. What else are they supposed to do?
If you want to talk about clickbait, I mean, you can just look at any of the For Somebody Fanboys videos that you've done, Randy.
I wanted
segue.
to talk about those. I wanted to talk about those.
What's funny about that? You know what's funny about that too is well, first off, the first one I did for Danny Fanboys, that one wasn't even like intentionally trying to like bring in Danny Fanboys into the video. Like that video was me just kind of shitting on the fact that Toby made a video with that exact same title back in the day. Like he made a video with that title trying to combat the Danny Fanboys that would complain, saying like, oh, but Danny uses hyperspeed. And he made this video, and I thought it was just like stupid that someone would have to make an entire video to combat fanboys. So I thought it'd be funny if I made a video like that too, kind of satirizing that. And I probably went a bit too far with it by continuing to do it with the UCOG Fanboys one, but I just couldn't help myself there. But the funny thing about it is, and I'm not trying to throw shade either by doing this, is like I saw other people latch onto that as well and do the 4-person Fanboys kind of thing as well. And the funniest one I saw is from fucking Leaf. his For Jason Paradise Fanboys one. That one is like legit honest to God clickbait. There is nothing in there that like even references Jason at all, or anything that would be any way conceived of as related to Jason. It was literally just a random like bleep bloop FC that he got and just uploaded the video with 4 Jason Paradise Fanboys.
I mean,
that's like the funniest thing ever.
That's Leaf Green's whole MO, I think, is just ridiculous video titles. And credit to him, it's working pretty well for him.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he's got his audience. I'm very happy for him, view-wise. Right. And yeah, again, I'm not trying to throw shade either by doing that. I just think that's the funniest thing in the world to me, that he did a video like that, and it's like, there's nothing related to like what my videos were going for, or even referencing the person he named in his video being Jason.
Yeah.
I think the best part is how you and Alec both did a For Your Own Fanboys on your own channel.
Yeah, that was like me being like, all right, I want to end this, but I want to end this on a bang, and then me and Alec came up with that.
We FC Tammy's song.
You didn't even take my thumbnail.
No, I took Brendan's non-existent Tammy song video, FC. He never uploaded it because he doesn't want people to know the path. Or I don't know. I don't remember the reason why, actually.
Yeah.
It was so stupid.
That was the funniest thing ever, though.
When people actually thought we hated each other.
Yeah, not as funny as
Wait,
the
you guys
fucking
don't hate
beefs
each other?
We've made towards each other.
Wait, hold on.
When we first did our like beefs, like our beef videos, like we were all in it together. Like, of course, it's something that we just came up with. But like in our Twitch chats, like we'd have to like tell people in our chat, like, no, we like each other, guys. It's like, we don't hate each other. This is just YouTube beef. It's just funny. But yeah, there were like so many people convinced that it was it was all legit, and we legit like hated each other, and like they think the same thing about like whatever beef videos we direct towards like George or Jason or Leaf or whoever. Like they'd always think it's genuine.
Were there people that tried to get in on the beef, like other YouTubers who didn't know it was orchestrated?
Leaf would, like, I saw Leaf try to get in on the beef as well, but I mean, that was like a one-off video, and I don't think he went back to it. But I remember seeing him try to get in on it, and it didn't work out too well for him. So he just went off to do whatever.
Yeah, I talked to Leaf like semi-regularly. Like I gave him like the okay to just like say whatever he wants. Like I remember posting like a Silvera FC, and then like his video at 175, he FC'd at 175. He's like, I am faster than Acai. Like, yeah. Like I just gave him permission. He's like, yo, you could use whatever you want. I really don't care.
Yeah, and then he just goes fucking wild.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
free for all.
Which is cool. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad
able to help. I'm glad I was able to help him out, or am able to help him out still too.
As controversial as someone like Leaf is in the hardcore section of the community, I for one welcome and embrace him as a part of like the big dogs in the community.
Absolutely. The more of these YouTubers that grow an audience, the more cross promotion there's going to be, and it's only going to be better for everyone.
That's what I don't understand when people complain about like other players being popular over other people, and it's like, dog, it's like, why are you complaining? It's like, at the end of the day, it's like this person's success is all of our success. Like we should like be happy that anyone is getting any views at all. In the Guitar Hero community. Like, if you're just gonna like reject people who are getting popular just because they are popular, you're basically you're basically saying like, oh, I'm fine with the community being dead like it was back in 2014 or 2015 when there were no views whatsoever. It's like, that's fine to me. It's like, no, that's the last thing we want.
It's like if George does well, there's a good chance that Jason's going to gain some viewers. Or if or if Marty's corner does well, then Alec gains from it.
Me and Alec basically rode the wave that Jason and George started, and it's like it's all just it's all like snowball effect. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
As long as our content stays consistently good, at least in our opinion, good, then I think things will just continue to grow.
Yeah. So
I was actually in like the. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It's a long question, so just go ahead first.
Yeah, no, I think speaking of the wave that we're riding, I was before, when before Guitar Hero Live came out, I was talking with Jason and George, and George had just, I think he was still like on the brink of being partnered. I don't remember because he like streamed his fucking heart out, and he did like his first ever drunk hero stream. But he had quite the fucking viewership on Twitch already.
How much was it back then?
Like he was around like the he was around the area that it was like, hey, you should apply for partner. You will be able to probably be accepted. It was like around
back
there.
then. Was it?
It was like 70 to 90 viewers, like average.
Okay.
70 to 100 viewers, and then he like streamed H1Z1, but that's like beyond the point as well. I was like in a Skype call with them, and I was hearing like the world domination plan. Like, this is what we're gonna do. Jason was like, yeah, I'm gonna stream like every day when I get off of work, Guitar Hero Live. George was like, yep, I'm gonna be playing a lot of Guitar Hero Live as well. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try and do as much as I can. I didn't have the HD capture card that was like, I didn't buy it for 360. I bought it for like my dad's PS4 because I was like, oh, maybe if I play on PS4, I can like I can like connect with people more and like probably do the multiplayer thing when it comes out. But my streams were god awful. Theirs were great. They dominated the world, and then like I just had to kind of reevaluate what I did wrong, which was everything.
We had to learn from them to be able to pick ourselves
exactly.
up.
I did everything wrong. But I think for the best, I think for the most part that was good for me because like I just took that time and year to just kind of reinvent what the fuck I was doing.
It's better that you failed back then to learn than it would have been if you learned the hard way if you had like 100 viewers consistently with garbage streams.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean maybe that would have added to the authenticity, but at the same time I would not have been proud of it because it's like 12 steps back for me. Like I had all the good stuff before I like came to Twitch to stream. I had all the good stuff, and now I have a webcam pointing at my fucking TV and my Xbox Live Vision camera on me. Some ghetto setup. It was just 2 steps forward and 900 steps back. Like that's essentially what happened, and I'm actually pretty happy it happened.
So when you guys look out into the Clone Hero community and you see all these new YouTubers coming out of the woodwork, who do you think is going to make it big next? Who is doing all the right things right now to make it?
There's a lot of people that are doing different things. I think, like, in my opinion, like, I think the most likely people to kind of be the next, like, Guitar Hero partnered streamer, like, people who primarily stream Guitar Hero, that is, would probably be, like, either JPrez or JLC. Like, if JLC stays consistent, I'm sure he could be, like, the next person to get partnered. And then JPrez, like, he's making it big on his own, but then he also has the backing, seeing how he's, like, great friends with George. Like, George is probably going to help him cheese his way up as well. So,
he was averaging about 40 viewers last night, just on his own.
Holy shit, wow.
Yeah, and that's without raids. Like... Yeah. And I'm more than glad to help him out as well. Like, it just depends if that's something he's like interested in.
I think he's very interested. Like, he wants to do this. Like,
then I'd be more than glad to help him out with like raids and shit because he tends to stream at around the same time I do, so that's perfect.
Yeah, and he's the homie, so.
I think Shadowfax is also up there.
I honestly think Shadowfax is as well. Yep.
Stevie as well.
Stevie.
Jeremy. I could see Jeremy picking himself.
And Zermist. The Zermist.
Zermist as
TV.
well. I've been watching him a lot recently.
So these are primarily Twitch streamers. Do you think it's more beneficial for them to put their focus on the Twitch platform rather than becoming a partner on YouTube?
YouTube's garbage.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's dead.
Absolutely. Because like YouTube to me at this point, like I'm glad things are like so successful for me on YouTube, but basically how I see YouTube for my videos is it's literally just an extension of my Twitch like highlights. It's what
YouTube is
highlights
just,
am I going to upload to YouTube? It's basically just a bank for those.
YouTube is just sort of like an archive of videos that you can look back on at this
exactly.
point, just for FCs and memes that you wanted to just
Exactly.
upload
And all
show
that
people.
shit
But there's something
that
to be
shit is
said
coming
about
from
building
Twitch.
your audience on YouTube and driving traffic from YouTube to Twitch. You have to imagine there's a lot of
Definitely.
viewers who don't visit Twitch regularly.
That's true.
So, yeah.
The thing is at this point is like Twitch is constantly growing and like its reception is growing. Like basically the reception of YouTube is like a downward spiral basically at this point. So like I'm not going to speak for the success of Twitch or YouTube in the long run, but me personally, I'd put all my stock in Twitch.
Yeah. So I don't mean to get too personal here, but compared to Twitch, how does YouTube pay out both financially and as far as view counts?
It's the views are definitely better on YouTube, but like payout is like just a fraction in comparison to how Twitch usually tends to pan out as far as like cheers, donations, and subs go.
And that's due to copyright issues as well, right?
Yeah, there's also the copyright issues. There's also the being ineligible for advertisements, despite like not having any content ID issues. It just comes down to like the metadata of the video or what I say in the video. It's like you got to be so careful, but with the fact that I put like all my stock on Twitch, I don't really think about that stuff, so I just have to deal with that.
YouTube's like, oh, now you have to have 4,000 hours watched, or else you're not going to get paid anything. It's it's kind of that's just more reason to put stock on Twitch for that, because it's going to be harder for smaller Guitar Hero players on YouTube to grow compared to how they grew on Twitch.
I'm honestly shocked that there hasn't been titty streamers on Guitar Hero's Twitch yet. It's such a logical
don't
thing.
fucking jinx it, man. Don't fucking jinx it,
You-
man. I think you just jinxed it right the fuck
the
now.
first one's going to be Alex.
You just jinxed it.
Y'all should be happy for what I've done now.
No.
No.
All right. All right, damn.
Maybe
Jesus.
maybe that could be Leaf's next big breakout.
Didn't he already like
He
wear a
could find
bra
way to
and
become his own titty streamer?
didn't he already like wear
Yeah,
a
he
bra
did that.
and-
That's
and
right.
stuff?
He's literally just a step away from being a titty streamer.
Oh my god.
Jason did his Lady Baby cosplay as
Oh,
well.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Jason's hitting that shit up too.
Like, you did Midori as well quite a while back, so
oh
you know.
shit. Well, what? Then that means me and Alec have to jump soon as well. And do that shit
Oh
as
my
well.
fucking
Which one's
god.
going to be Princess Peach?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I think Alec would be Princess Peach.
I'll be Casey Lynch.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then Alec could be Judy.
I can see that.
Judy
yeah.
Nails, right? Who's gonna be the guy with the afro?
Oh my god.
Xavier?
You know, Casey Lynch is the only character on GH3 that has like a topless patch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun fact.
The more you
there.
know, right?
Yeah.
No!
Shibby loves to bring that up.
Shibby
Yeah.
loves.
Stop!
I think I need to download that mod actually.
Richie could be Pandora.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richie's into the goth bitches.
Oh, but how do you feel about all these non-Guitar Hero community streamers and people coming into the community? Like, I just find it interesting looking back, because I just found out Family Jewels has started streaming Clone Hero. It's like, he makes the songs I want charted. And now he's playing the game.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
like,
That's
hey,
crazy.
I mean, hey, that shit's cool. I'm
Cool.
glad
I'm all
to see
for it.
people beyond the know of the Guitar Hero community are showing up as well,
Yep.
because like that brings their audiences over to Clone Hero as well.
Yep.
And plus, it's just nice to have a different variety of people showing up.
I'm starting to see like I'm starting to hear like from people I don't even know, like they know what Clone Hero is.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we were in the Clone Hero chat earlier. One of the devs for old school RuneScape was playing RuneScape songs on Clone Hero.
I saw that.
I saw that.
That is fucking crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, it's so nuts. Again, just goes to show that the convenience of Clone Hero is so easy to get your hands on that. Like, literally anyone who's not in the know whatsoever can just show up and join along.
Do you guys think Clone Hero, if it were to cease development today, do you think Clone Hero would become the new standard for rhythm gaming in the future? Or would
If it's just how it
Yes,
is.
or
now,
would people revert to GH3 PC?
No, I think Clone Hero is beyond GH3 at this point, so I think it'd be fine for those conveniences. Like the only people that go back to GH3 are the purists that are like so busy thinking about like the technicals of like engine,
and the people who want to FC Solus too.
And it's like if they want that slightly better engine, that's fine. They could have that, but I'm gonna sit here in the fucking future with all these conveniences.
Yeah. How about Fast GH3 as a competitor?
Oh shit. Better watch out.
Better watch out. I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I think we're gonna.
Dude, Cerealane is fucking sweating right now.
Guys, I think that Fast GH3 is just gonna take everything over. I don't think I can moderate that. There's too much of a power behind it. It's above my level.
Yeah, I can only moderate chats at 60 FPS. I can't do anything higher than that.
I mean, moderating a chat at like 1,000 FPS. I can't do that, man. That's impossible.
Yeah, I can only see up to 30 FPS.
I thought it was 25.
24 actually.
Oh shit! I was wrong.
Rest in peace.
You just got one up after trying to one up him.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so we were talking about this the other day, Randy. You were in some of those rock band teams. Yeah. And who was it that we found out was a drummer for what band? I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, I was talking about
Blindzor.
Oh shit! I was talking about how he's the new drummer of a metalcore band that I've been listening to for the past like few years and absolutely love. They're like a really hardcore, very heavy metalcore band called Counterparts, and he's their new drummer now. And it's crazy for me to think that because like I've been loving this band for so long, and it's like my love for the band is like completely like separate from Guitar Hero whatsoever, and the fact that a original OG art rock band community member is now a member of the band, that just like makes my appreciation for the band like way fucking stronger now. It's like it's pretty biased seeing how that's like what persuaded me to like them even more, but it's just fucking crazy.
I mean, not only was he a part of the rock band community, he was a part of your team.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And the thing is like, Counterparts' last album, the one they released last year, is like one of my favorite albums of last year too. I fucking love that album, and it's crazy to think that he's now a member of that band. I mean, I'm going into complete fanboy territory now, so I'll stop. But you get what I mean. It's just crazy to see that there's so much crossover between real musicians and like the Guitar Hero community.
Yeah, and Blindzor was like a one-of-a-kind rock band drummer, in that he would play crazy fast metal songs on rock band drums, but he would use both feet on a single drum pedal. Yeah, the only person who did that, as far as I can remember.
He's the reason why I broke so many fucking pedals, because I really thought I could do that.
I'm pretty sure back then as well, the idea of having double bass was not possible back then, or people didn't think it was possible to have two bass pedals.
It was like the infancy of the idea of it.
Yeah, so like in his mind, he probably thought like the only option I have is to literally put both feet on one.
And it worked. He FC'd some crazy stuff too.
Yeah. He did some shit that no one thought would be possible back then. I think he also got the first ever FC of fucking Blinded by Fear on drums. Back then, that was like the hardest shit ever.
I wonder if he plays drums for Counterparts with 2 feet on one bass pedal.
Oh my god.
I gotta check out their live shows, see if I can notice it.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Get the drum cam, just pay active attention to his feet.
Bring a couple of white socks, see if he wants to do the sock mod. Man.
But yeah, back to teams. I was a member of a few teams, and the idea of there being teams nowadays just sounds like such a stupid idea. But back then, they were a big deal. Fucking like Team Cena. Wasn't there a team for Rock Band Parts as well? I think.
Yes, I believe so. Or they're sponsored by Rock Band Parts.
Yeah, and then there was also fucking Team Phenom. Danny had his own team called Team Phenom. I got to talk to Danny and his dad Jack back in the day, and he brought in so many promises that just never came true because he was like trying to hype us up as team members, but it was pretty exciting.
There was Team Biohazard and Team Cox as well.
Yeah, Team Biohazard. The last team I ever took part in was ERG, Elite Rhythm Gaming, and I was only in that team for maybe like 3 fucking days, but like we killed it during those 3 days, and we got some amazing full band FCs. We did Surfing with the Alien. This was all on Rock Band 3 as well. So Surfing with the Alien. There were like 3 Bumblefoot songs that we did full band FCs of. We did Hangar 18, and I think we also did Satch Boogie as well. So we killed it during those 3 days. I just went into absolute no life mode during that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were so many teams back then, and it just still sounds so weird thinking about it now. But trust me, guys, it was a big deal back then.
Yeah, I remember those crazy days when like people would be racing for first full band FCs.
Yeah, because back then it was a big
and
deal.
It was always a kind of disappointment whenever Toy Machine would do his like DLC previews and he would get a sight read band FC. I can't wait to have him on here.
Yeah, it wasn't even a matter of like racing for first ever for the sake of views. It was just like people were that dedicated that they wanted the status of having a first ever full band FC. It's like the views of what they get on whatever video they'd uploaded is like that was like irrelevant.
It wasn't much as far from what I remember. And I remember when the FCs would happen, like this was the very end, the very limelight of the Rock Band competitive scene. But it was crazy that there were still 4 people playing 4 different instruments that were trying to go after these crazy full band FCs.
Yeah, full band FCs, they were fucking stressful to go for because like not only did you have to really worry about what you were doing on your end, but you also had to worry about what 3 other people were doing and hope that they hit their hard part that is like completely separate from whatever insane shit you gotta do.
I just had a blast from the past and remembered Vix, who used to do full band FCs playing vocals.
Yeah.
Like this stuff.
I remember trying to go for a full band FC of Panic Attack with her, J-Prez, and Santos, I believe, if you remember him.
Oh my god, Santos, yep.
Him. Yeah, I remember going for that, but I ended up getting booted from that because my internet was too shitty back then and I kept disconnecting.
Oh, that's
fucking rip, man.
You could have been on the
I
Rock
lost my
Band
last minute
page.
chance for Rock Band fame and glory there.
Mm-hmm. They were in like the what was it, the that little message of the day at the bottom of the screen.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now it just says buy Rock Band 3.
Yep.
Or Rock Band 4, yeah. Man. Anyway, we're just reminiscing, Zero, if you want to bring up the next topic.
Yeah, we're just having a blast from the past and going complete nostalgia boner right now.
Anyone remember when I got banned from Score Hero?
Which time?
Jesus. Second time.
But I remember when I was talking about topics to talk about for the podcast, Randy, the only thing you kept telling me was talk about fast food. What is your addiction to fast food, and why is Taco Bell so good?
Are you kidding me?
Taco Bell is like
I fucking love Taco Bell.
There's a reason why my monthly donation goal is called monthly taco funds.
I love Taco Bell.
That's how much
Bell.
money I spend at Taco Bell.
Yep.
If I'm just keeping my fingers crossed for that sponsorship from Taco Bell, man. Just banking on it. It's gonna happen.
You should do what Danny did and just throw a packet of Taco Bell at his screen once you FC something.
Or have it sitting in the background like a box.
Product placement.
A big box in the background.
Yeah, just have my cravings box in the back at all times.
Do a nude stream and have a taco covering your taco.
Well, seeing how I have my green screen now, I could just literally set my green screen background to
You
Taco
just
Bell.
stream from inside
the
Taco
possibilities
Bell.
are endless.
But that would mean you'd have to move out of Alec's place.
That's
Oh,
fine.
shit.
Fuck you.
I'll move into a Taco
Has Alec
Bell.
come back yet? You've been waiting so long.
Dude, I don't know, man. I mean, we're talking right now, but he's still not in this room, so.
Yep, you're on your own, dog.
maybe he's
You're on your own.
Are you grabbing drinks still?
Yeah, for me.
Oh,
Oh.
Is this like when your dad?
I still have all my runs, so I'll be fine on that.
Is this like when your dad leaves to get a smoke when he never comes back?
Yeah.
It hits too close to
I miss
home.
you, Dad.
I miss Alec.
Okay, let's move on from the train wreck. So okay, besides Taco Bell, what's number 2 on your fast food list?
Fuck, man. All I get is Taco Bell now. Maybe like Chick-fil-A.
Oh my fucking.
But it's Sunday.
I would leave right now, but it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking after this podcast, I'm gonna have to go to.
No,
the
can't.
grab
The
myself a
close
spicy-
on Sundays, dog. Remember,
They're in church.
God is
Oh,
great.
fuck.
God is good.
Okay, never mind, man. Chick-fil-A sucks. I'll have to go with fucking Arby's then. I'll get some euros.
No.
From Arby's.
No,
What's
our
wrong with Arby's,
sponsorships.
I don't know. Arby's
man,
is like
Arby's is good.
like mid bottom tier for me. That's just me.
I love their curly
Mid bottom
fries.
tier.
They're like they're slightly mid tier for me at this point. But I mean, compared to what other fast food places I have here, like McDonald's and Wendy's, I'm not a fan of Wendy's.
Have y'all had Whataburger?
No, haven't because I don't live in Texas.
I have not.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
I know. I keep hearing it from my fellow Texans.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's all good. I get it. I get it. Like we say a bunch of shit about like In-N-Out too.
We have it now in Austin now.
The other thing that we have here that I guess I could have is Zaxby's, but that shit's expensive.
What's Zaxby's?
Zaxby's is a chicken place. I think they're mainly restricted to the East Coast, but their food is amazing, but way overpriced. It does not need to be as expensive as.
Do you have Del Taco there?
Del Taco is like the worst thing on the planet for me. So even if we did have it,
You should try the Jack in the Box tacos. They're 2 for $1.
Oh my
Legendary.
god, I miss Jack in the Box
That
so
shit
much.
is
You
legendary.
triggered
I don't
me,
care.
man.
I don't care if it's 100%
You
fake.
triggered me so hard.
Jack in the Box tacos are legendary.
You can't beat that
You
value.
triggered me so hard, dude. The nearest Jack in the Box is like 4 hours away from me, and I can't take it anymore.
Ugh.
Like Jack in the Box is like my favorite fast food place, and now I don't have them anymore.
Man,
It's so
I'll
sad.
ship you a taco.
Yes, yes. It tastes better. It tastes better when it's
Ship me,
old.
Like 20 tacos for $10.
Yeah, it tastes better when it's like you reheat it. Obviously.
If I get that topless stream, I'll ship you anything you want, babe.
Hell yeah! Can you just ship me an entire Jack in the Box like store, please?
You got to pay shipping.
Okay, I got you on.
All right,
that.
cool.
That was
All
easy.
right.
I'll crowdfund for
Now
it.
someone's gonna hold me to that in the comments of YouTube.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pinned. Just saying.
Just as long as you get that private Snapchat, you're good.
Yeah, you can Snapchat
Yeah,
them
Randy.
tacos.
I ordered custom pictures from you the other week. Where are they?
Nice, quiet now, huh?
Yeah.
Story of my
They
life.
don't exist.
Speaking of custom, Randy, I want to hear about that guitar.
Ooh.
Totally
Oh.
like, yeah.
I have it right here.
Gotta get.
Oh, cool. Can we see it?
No, you don't get any pictures.
Shit.
Back
Damn.
off, man. This is my guitar.
I'm gonna poke you on Facebook
no.
for that.
But yeah, this guitar, I just randomly bought 2 Explorers off eBay for like $20. So I had my one main Explorer and the other one that I never touched. And I was talking to Wykes one day, and he was saying like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna start sending like kits to be able to put in your own custom select buttons, like with the arcade machine button for a custom select button." He was like, I have a step-by-step tutorial on how to install it, and I want to start selling like little kits for people to install them themselves. He was like, "Do you want one? I could ship it to you for free." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool, but I'm kind of iffy on the idea of doing that shit by myself because I'm completely new to this." I was like, "What if I just sent you my spare Explorer and you did it for me?" He's like, "Well, fuck, if you're just gonna send me one, I might as well go all out and like customize it, like just like completely go all out on it." I was like, "All right." And it took a little while for it all to get done because he was busy with other things, but it was really fucking worth it because this guitar feels fucking awesome.
So his tutorial was
Frets.
just to add a star power button initially.
Yeah, just a star power button. That was it. Like custom star power button that you could like hit with your hand rather than the tiny ass select button on an.
Are you?
I'll be honest, it's
Did you just
really
strum?
fucking weird. Honestly, it is. It's really weird at first, but like once you like play on it for a little bit, it's really cool.
Because
I got used to it as well, but yeah, the custom star power button on here, like it still feels weird to me because it's kind of like very close to the strum bar, so I got to kind of like position my hand in an awkward way just to activate star power on it. But it's just like so convenient overall to just have it like be that big and that close, and it's got an LED light that's turned on by a toggle switch, which is the Xbox Play button.
yeah, I mean it looks sexy as hell.
A toggle switch to turn on the LED.
Yeah.
And your name is etched on the body of it too.
Yeah, that's a decal right there. Decal sticker. It looks
sexy.
great. The only thing now is, unfortunately, I had to take it off because it started to deteriorate over time. And but Wykes told me he was gonna send me like multiple additional stickers.
Is that just because your wrist is rubbing against it?
No, not that. It was just like over time it started wearing down, and plus we also had our meetup. We had the meetup with Alec, Olivia, Jeremy, and Zach, and like people were like, I think like people getting like touchy with the guitar and stuff probably just led to it deteriorating like that. So I just eventually took the entire thing off.
Shout out to Wix, by the way.
The CH decal on the top of the guitar on the headstock, that one's still perfectly fine because that's
the best part.
Yeah.
Those buttons feel incredible.
Yeah, and Wykes told me he was working on improved versions of the buttons because he told me he wasn't happy with how the buttons he gave me turned out. So he said he improved them and got better materials for them, and he said he plans on sending those as well. So I'm giving all this pressure down Wykes' way now. So now people have expectations.
I mean, he's already almost done with his newest what is it? The custom he's making for Koala, I think it was. He was testing it on stream last night.
Oh, a new custom one?
I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of it real quick.
That's awesome, because beforehand the only one he made was like for Gammo, and that one looked pretty cool too, but I mean like some of the paint choices I wouldn't go with, but that's whatever. That's what Gammo wants, but it looked cool either way. So hearing from Wykes that he was gonna do it for me, I was like, oh shit, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's the one he's making for Koala? That looks neat.
Oh wow.
The orange fret was holding down all night though, so he was trying to fix it on stream yesterday when he was testing it, but it looks and it sounds great. Like, I just love the click of your Explorer. I don't know what the hell he did, but it sounds way better than all of mine.
One thing is the strum bar sounds a lot better now than it did originally when I first got it sent back to me from Wykes. Is the strum switches that were originally in the Explorer finally gave out, and they started like overstrumming, and people started blaming him for that as if that was his fault. It wasn't his fault. That just came from the fact that it was a fucking used Explorer that has old switches in it that were bound to get fucked up anyways. So I just opened up the guitar. Wyke sent me some replacement switches. He sent me some switches that were originally on a SG controller. So I put those switches in, just soldered those in, replaced them with the Explorer switches, and now I got that nice hybrid sound between like a SG strum bar and an Explorer strum bar, and it just sounds fucking nice.
It clicks so beautifully.
Like, the click of it is just so satisfying to me.
Can you play without the click on like the Rock Band 1 strats?
Like from the frets?
No, the strum bar. Like, is it that big of a difference to play with the strum bar clicking and with it not clicking?
No, it's not that big of a difference. It's just like a nice, satisfying sound.
It's almost like ASMR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I made that fucking Guitar Hero ASMR video a few months ago that was literally just like a really satisfying kind of strumming FC of the song. I should have muted the actual song audio so all they could hear was...
Alex did that on stream, didn't he?
No, I put my fucking keyboard like right next to my microphone.
Or no, didn't you do it with a guitar?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, maybe I did.
It was
I just turned off
beautiful.
the desktop audio.
Yeah. I would pay Alec
So
to
much-
do ASMR with the meme cam setup.
Oh no!
On one of my streams, I had a second microphone setup, and I put it right next to the strum bar.
That's amazing.
Oh my, you're horrible.
It wasn't loud. It
Disgusting
just
human
sounded like my strum bar was just in the normal microphone, just a bit louder. That's it.
Chibi has to stop. Oh my god. No.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
No, it's not.
We,
It's not beautiful.
Can we ban Chibi? Thanks.
Yes.
No.
That'll be $60.
Ban Chibi.
Oh.
No.
So, this is a topic that Zero wanted me to bring up with Alec and Randy. You two have similar communities, but you definitely have your own subset of fans. And a lot of times you'll see Alec versus Randy fights. Or like little discussions.
Uh-huh.
So my question is, who is the best?
Oh.
Oh.
Is this really a question?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious? I'm god awful. Jesus Christ. I want to say like most active, best Guitar Hero player at this very moment is Randy for sure, 100%.
Oh, that is a fucking stretch.
Hey, fuck off, idiot! I said it, so it's true.
I appreciate the compliment.
No, hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm right all the time, and no, but for for fucking real though, like, there's no competition. I get slaughtered by you every single time I play against you.
I agree.
I get absolutely slaughtered.
That reminds me. Seeing how I've been playing GH3 again for the sake of Solus 2 for my
Online.
streams.
Let's do it.
We need to do more GH3.
Let's do Solus 2 co-op.
Right?
Solus 2 co-op. We'll get 1
Dude,
trillion views, dog.
Yes. Holy shit, we can
We'll do it.
actually do that.
You know what? It completely crossed my mind. Like, I didn't even think about that. We both have online accounts. We could do it.
Did you guys?
Yeah, let's
do you
load
guys,
it up. Let's play it sometime later.
Do you realize that the Guitar
Yeah,
Hero?
not
sorry, go
tonight.
ahead. I'm interrupting.
Oh, I was just gonna say can't do it tonight because I already got some big ideas.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
Stream tonight, which I already mentioned, though I don't want to really mention it here because I want to hype up the viewers. But I mean, they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know. Either
Yeah.
way. But yeah, that's the main priority for the stream tonight. But for future streams, we could definitely.
Do you realize that the Guitar Hero 3 online like functionality and multiplayer came back right as soon as Clone Hero was really starting to pick up? Like, that's my conspiracy of the day.
Yeah, no. You know what? It came back because Exile Lord was making a bunch of videos reverse engineering Guitar Hero 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably like,
Yeah,
so they're probably like, huh, this is interesting. Oh shit, we turned off the activation servers. Guys, turn them back on. That's exactly. I love to think that's
turn
how,
it back
how
on.
Went. Yeah, someone tripped over a wire and then they're like, oh shit, yo, I forgot we made the port of this game, guys. Turn on the servers.
Man.
It's beautiful. Okay, so
Yep.
I have another thing I was thinking of. Randy, I remember back last year you used to have a counter on your stream.
Oh,
What was that?
Yeah, the Drew
Yeah.
meme counter. The Drew meme counter, dog. That shit was legendary. I remember the person who made it is Tyler Coatra. He made it for me, and we were just kind of talking about it as like a joke. But then after a while, I was like, "Yo, dog, actually, this sounds like a good idea. I legitimately want that. That's like good. That's good, like incentive to get people using my emotes and shit. And people like Drew meme a lot. So like, hey, like, if you could make this counter, that'd be awesome." And he was fucking like pulling his hair out for like a week trying to come up with the most convenient way to make the counter, and he was like really struggling with it. But when he finally did it, for like the next few months, my Twitch chat was just complete garbage because it was nothing but Drew meme spam.
That's not garbage. It's legendary.
It was fucking.
So I'm going to be honest. I honestly swear to God thought that was I Am Chris for Life in the emotes until JP pointed it out to me. So do you want to explain the origins of Drew meme?
I mean, there's not anything like special to it really. What it was is originally it was an emote that this one community member, Glenn Kiwi Slayer, he made this emote, and it was just based off a picture that he got with Drew during a meetup that they had in Vegas. It was like a big meetup with like 12 different people of the community. And he made this emote, and it was just a Franker face emote at the time. And I was like, oh shit, I'll use it. So I started using it, and people in my chat like fucking loved it and started using it all the time. So I guess like at that point, I basically like started owning the Drew meme emote at that point, and that's basically all there is to it. It's like I just fucking stole it from him. But he doesn't care. He thinks it's fucking funny, and Drew actually didn't know that the Drew meme emote even existed until like months after I added in the Drew meme counter, and he thought that was the funniest thing on the planet.
It is pretty beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And I have 2 different Drew emotes alongside it as well. I have backwards Drew meme, which is Randall a memword, and I have the pink Drew meme, which is Drew Dream. So I have the normal Drew meme. I have the backwards white filtered Randall a memword, and then I have the pink Randall Drew Dream, and together it's the Neapolitan Drew Dream.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan Drew meme.
Yep.
That's awful.
Alec, do you have any cancerous emotes you want to go over real quick? The answer is
all of
yes.
them.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to talk shit about the golden.
Oh no! That I'm proud.
I
I have to thank you for that one. Gary made me Acai GD, which is my tier 3 emote. It's literally just Acai dab, but it's flipped around and it's golden.
Wow, what a kiss ass!
Incredible.
My tier 2 and tier 3 emotes are ones that I'm not proud of at all. They're literally like the B-side, like fucking terrible emotes that I was too ashamed to have as normal emotes that anyone could use. So I was like, okay, people have to pay to use these.
You have to
ones.
be insane to get
These
them.
ones are bad.
I think my least favorite one is probably Acai Pump. That one's not good at all.
Is that one bad because you don't like it, or bad because people don't use it that much?
I want people to use it more, but like the process of it, I put way too much effort into it. I had to crop out Lil Pump's hair and put it over me.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
What is the usage for a side pump? Like, tell me when to use it.
It's like PogChamp, but it's fucking that instead. It's that abomination instead.
I'm very happy with my new emotes though, which are the Randall Abby, Randall Bella, and Randall Rage though.
Those are awesome.
Emotes. People love those.
Everyone loves dogs.
I'm surprised. Like, I know people like dogs, but man, they're like my most used emotes at this point. They even beat Drew meme. And people spamming Randall Rage when I do a terrible choke on a song is like the funniest thing ever for me, and it lifts up my spirit to continue doing a terrible grind.
I think one of my emotes that aren't like used at all is Mega Tip. That one's not used at all.
Isn't that literally just Cap Hang?
No, Cap Hang is different. Mega Tip is Brennan with.
Oh no, I remember that one. The one with him winking.
Yeah, it's the one with him winking and he has a beer bottle.
Yeah, that one's hilarious. I'm ashamed that one isn't used.
I know, it's a great emote. I really like it.
I wonder if Mixer has cancerous emotes, or if it's all just sexy stuff.
What?
I don't know.
I don't want
to know about Mixer any more than what I was trying yesterday.
They have whacked as a default emote.
Oh, like that old grandma that looks like an alien?
That's a default emote on Mixer.
Yeah, I guess it's like Mixer's lull.
They're stuck in the fucking dark.
It's like Mixer's lull.
I mean, YouTube stole Kappa. If you type Kappa,
really?
Yeah, if you type Kappa in any YouTube stream, it's like a really shitty, like normal, like smiley face, one of the yellow smiley faces with a really dumbass looking nose.
Really?
Yeah.
So fucking stupid, man.
It's like really fucking weird.
So wait, they literally put it under the
Yes,
Kappa
capital
as well.
K and everything.
So they're not even trying to hide the fact that they
Nope.
stole from Twitch. That is shameful.
I could find it somewhere.
I found it.
That's like Twitch's flagship. They can't steal that fucking name. What the fuck? That's not
I mean,
cool.
YouTube's a ripoff of, like, in and of itself. I don't know if you guys remember VidiLife and Dailymotion were the shit back in 2005. YouTube just had the right infrastructure, and it had the right videos go viral for it to really catch on. Rest in peace, Freddie Wong. He's like the success story of the Guitar Hero community, in my opinion.
I like to think that. I like to
It's
think
he's-
that too, because he's like the first one to go extremely viral. Like.
Yeah. He's the person that let people know that you could actually get views off a Guitar Hero video.
And he didn't just put up a gameplay video. He did like a whole little skit, and it was actually worth watching.
I know it was beyond just gameplay. Like he put like so much effort into that.
Like
video.
it was
Or just, like, all of his Guitar Hero
YouTube
videos.
video, but it just had Guitar Hero in it as well. So
The only video I remember from that time that was even remotely as like viral that wasn't just gameplay based was the kid that was trying to pass Jordan on expert at his friend's house, and he got pissed off and he broke the guitar in the PS2.
I don't remember that.
I know that guy. I know him. Oh, okay. The guy who was yelling at him. I know that dude personally. He's the homie. Like the guy who's going, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like I know that guy.
Was
I'm
it
friends with him
fake?
on Facebook. Yeah.
Was it fake or was this
No,
like a-
it was I think it was like half real, half fake. Like he didn't expect him to like smash it that like break it entirely.
He expected him to like at least play it up. Though.
Yeah,
Okay.
like he was in on it, but like not to an extra. Like it was a lot more than.
Yeah, this dude just basically went ham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was the only other video I remember from like the GH2 days that made any kind of impact with views and stuff.
And then fucking Ben came
Fuck,
along.
what an
and then
asshole.
everything went
Ben, we miss
haywire.
you. Please come back.
We miss our Lord.
You
and
can
Savior.
play all the Blink-182 drum tracks you want.
That's all he does.
There,
now.
Jason posted the YouTube Kappa as an emote. That is
Oh
what
my
happens
God.
when you type in
That was
Kappa
awful.
in YouTube streams.
Yeah, I saw the GIF that Hayden posted.
Why is that a thing?
It's gross. I can't. That is so fucking stupid. Like, how could they steal that flagship? Like,
'Cause
that's
it's YouTube.
shameless.
I mean, that's
That's
basically
true.
YouTube.
At that point, it's not even
surprised
stealing.
YouTube
at this
gaming is
point.
just Twitch.
That's more reason to put all your stock on Twitch if you're a Guitar Hero player because they don't shamelessly steal.
They
notes
created
like
the emote.
fucking,
They didn't
YouTube
steal it.
does.
Yeah, just like Guitar Hero Iron Maiden
Oh.
created a Guitar Hero game.
Guitar Hero Iron Maiden is what started
Yep.
it all.
Jesus. Man, so I want to ask you guys this. We're talking about the difference between Twitch and YouTube again, and I know a lot of your videos on YouTube are actually stuff you guys record offline when you're not streaming. How do you make the decision between, okay, do I post a Twitch highlight or do I go for this other FC in the privacy of my own setting?
I don't really do like local recordings anymore outside of a Twitch stream. The times I did do it though is like if it was something that I knew would take like several hours of grinding, and back then I was convinced that any grind would lead to me losing all my viewership on Twitch because that just bore people. But then I learned that people do enjoy watching me grind for shit, so that's part of the reason that I don't really do recordings outside of Twitch anymore. But I'd imagine in like the case of Alec or something, it'd probably be for like if you wanted to record an FC of a meme, but it was also a very difficult song that you were going to continue playing over and over, and you didn't want to kill the meme for the viewers or something. Because like that, like if I was making a meme video, the last thing I'd want is to constantly grind for the FC on stream and kill the meme for everyone who's watching.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it's like.
And that's like another fundamental difference between the way you two both stream. Alec is much more prioritized with requests and taking suggestions from the chat, whereas when I watch Randy, it's more like if you request something, be prepared to hear it for half an hour or more while he grinds for like a 150% FC.
Yeah, they're like earlier, like even like early this month or like a few months ago, like I was more prioritized on requests and stuff, and I still do requests, but I'm really trying to focus more on doing stuff that like would lead to like big FCs or something that would really hype up the viewers. Like Solus 4 and Through the Fire and Flames Blindfolded were both that for me. It was very grind oriented, but it hyped up the viewers because they really wanted to see that shit get done, and those were like my most successful streams in a while, and they continue to be now that I'm moving on to like Solus 2 and other things. So yeah, requests on my mind are kind of like more on the back now, but I still do them. I still want to dedicate some streams to requests.
Yeah,
but I have different
I like priority requests are a big deal to me. So like I'll always stay true to them, but when it comes to like normal requests, I don't know if I can do those anymore. So the suggestion system is kind of what I'm gonna be gearing towards. So
yeah, that's what I'm doing now. That's basically what I implemented at this point. Like priorities, I'll still play no matter what. Those are legit requests. But if it's a normal request, it's not a request. It's a suggestion.
Have you guys thought about going the way of Jason, where everything is a suggestion?
Yes,
you play what
I
you want.
have.
Like ever since my video blew up on Reddit, all of my streams have had like double the viewer base that they've had before. I've been averaging like 250 to 300 people per stream now. So like maybe at this point I'm gonna have to start thinking about stuff like that. But I haven't really dealt with situations like that where it would be better, where everything's suggestions. So it hasn't come into mind yet, but it could. Mm-hmm. It could.
Cool.
Yeah, all right. That seems to wrap up everything I could think of. So, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Any projects you're working on, or anything you are planning for the near future?
My main big projects were like first place, like 2.7 on Solus 4 and the Blindfold and Flames FC. So those are like the biggest projects I put out now. The main thing I'm focusing on now is just coming up with new big projects, but I don't really have any at the moment. So.
I've said this in streams already, but I'm basically just gonna be bringing back old school Phenom, where he would break down like hardest parts of an FC, just so people who don't know what the fuck's going on with all these hand rape songs, like these like these super fat, like Rusty Cooley at 150. It's like, okay, it's hard, but like why? Like that's
where you're gonna actually like
because like people, I got a really really good response on my Solus 4 video where I explained why nobody's gonna do it, but it's possible, but nobody's gonna do it. People really like that, and I got a lot of feedback saying to keep doing that.
You are pretty good at those like kind of conversational videos anyways, so you'd be able to do those pretty well.
Yeah, and it gives me time to work on why I'm stuttering so much lately. I have no idea why.
I'm kind of the same way. Like sometimes I'm constantly tripping over my words.
Yeah.
I stutter in real life.
I try to elaborate on points.
Like my brain is moving too fast for my mouth to speak. Honestly, that's just the way it is. But
it's that brain lag.
Yeah, it's brain. Oh my fucking god! All right, well that's for another time.
Entire episode on brain lag. Get Aiden in here.
Yeah, honestly, I'll have debates.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, I basically went over everything I have to say as far as like new ideas go. Like it's just kind of going along with it at this point. So
yeah, I guess that wraps it up for this episode then.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, yeah, it was a lot of fun, honestly.
Thanks for coming
back.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'd be glad to show up for another
No,
episode
that's enough.
in the future.
All right, it's canceled. Bye.
I'm glad to dig this fossil up from underground. So, you coming back now, Seabash?
Bring in this fucking has-been.
You back
What
now?
was that, Zero?
You back? You back for good?
Who you talking to?
You?
Yes.
Are you asking Kim Final if he's gonna be back?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chem Final, are you back?
I'll stick around in the podcast. The only Discord servers I'm in right now is this one and the charting one, and that's just to keep up to date with friends. Over the next couple months, I'll ease back into things, and then once I'm fully back, I've got a big surprise, charting wise for everyone.
Nut.
Not exactly. So just keep an eye on YouTube, and like let's say April-ish, and you'll hear from me again.
Once he's fully back, he's gonna leave again.
Dude, I'm sweating just thinking about it.
Yeah, first thing I'm doing is I'm charting this full-length porno.
Oh.
Yeah.
The porno medley.
That's the next big trailblazing moment.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Kill me,
no.
please.
You'll fucking play it, and you'll like it.
Not on stream.
Nope. You want to get banned on Twitch?
Yeah, I want to get banned on Twitch. Get me the link and I'll do it.
Clone Hero supports video backgrounds now.
Yeah,
so keep
yeah.
that in mind.
Oh my god, no.
No. Alec, was it you who liked that video? Somebody did an actual porn
It
video.
was
on
Gammo,
Pornhub.
right?
That was Gammo
Oh, yeah,
on Twitter.
That was fucking
That was Gammo.
hilarious.
Yep. It was insane.
Alright, but yeah, that pretty much calls everything for the podcast today. The guest that we had today was Acai and RandyLadyMan. And the host that we had was me, Gary the Mod, Zero Hots, Poison Panther, and our guest host, which was Cyvesh. Sorry, Campfire.
Damn
Campfire.
right. My name is Colton. I'm a weeaboo.
Fucking cover.
Alright. We'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Love
Bye-bye.
you, Cam.
Bye.